So I got
Taelus
distracted.
has
legal.
stash.
Delicious drugs.
They're legal.
I forgot about my bag of cobalt meth.
No! How could
We
you
don't have
forget
a
about the
kobold
bag
right now,
of
though.
kobold meth?
I stole
He's-
it when we freed Grabella, and then I missed those weeks. Like,
Oh, yeah!
Well, yeah,
Well,
what
you were here
happened?
when we had the little vampire kobold who's protecting the rune bones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that where we left him? I forgot what we did with the kobold in a jar.
Yeah,
I thought
Bronx?
you put him. No, you have him in a jar on you right now. I'm pretty sure.
No. He was gonna be in a backpack, like in the urn, but now he's
Yeah.
like guarding the door. You guys wanted to bring him with you.
We were, yeah, but we left him to guard the bones.
He is back there. He is back there.
Do you guys remember though when we absolutely dumpstered Duke Taelus? That was pretty good.
I was thinking about it earlier
It
today
did
and
get
like looking at
bitted.
the room. This is literally a WoW arena, and my immediate instinct was to chain CC.
Just hide behind the pillar,
I'll
forehead.
be honest. I had one goal in mind, and it was waiting to use slow. Like I've been waiting since we leveled up and I got it, because I remember I was gonna get something else. And Drew was like, no, get slow. It's way better. And I was like, okay. And so I got it, and I was just waiting for a chance to use it.
I don't remember exactly saying that. I think I may have said something to the effect of like, yeah, this spell that you're thinking about taking absolutely does not work the way you think it works.
Probably.
Slow is very good, and slow is also slightly better now that I don't have legendary resistance in my game.
Okay, hold on. I just want to be clear. Like, literally all of our saving throw luck was used for all of Arctis last Monday. Because
Oh my
we
God.
absolutely got fucking dumpstered on Wednesday in the Ascended game. So
Yeah,
Oh no.
you did. That Ascended fight, she was a big fat sack of jiggling HP in a spider carapace.
that could not fail
Like
a save to save our lives.
Yep. Just making saves at like a +3 modifier. No big deal. Yeah, I was.
But you
like-
rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
I did.
You do that a lot.
I do.
It's a problem. Like,
Not for me.
you should
Have you
really
made your
see somebody about
sacrifice to
that.
the D&D gods this week?
This is a problem, but not for me. Pulls out gun.
Starbuck is our cat player of the week in my household, at least.
Oh, and what did Starbuck do to be a cat player of the week? May I ask?
He is smashing the enter button quite often.
Yes! Get him!
And
I-
or napping on it.
I love him already. I wish I'm looking around for one of my cats to also put up for cat of the week, but neither of them are here, so disqualified.
lose.
Yep, they lose. Clearly.
Don't yours usually just try to like knock over your entire computer though?
Yeah, it's true. Like a 20-pound cat jumping behind the space between my monitor and my window, which is like, I don't know, 4 inches wide. And then he just like rocks the Casbah every time he passes by. Yeah. Rock the Casbah! God, he's so big. Alright,
I have 2 dogs. I'm allergic to cats.
but your dogs are adorable.
They are.
They really are.
Starbuck is a dog cat. He likes car rides.
Oh, I've never had a cat that has actually enjoyed car rides. Baths? Yes. Car rides? No.
He was our co-pilot for much of the drive from Florida to California.
Nice.
On or after May 18th, your account will transfer to Wizards.
Oh yeah, so the D&D Beyond and Wizards of the Coast were like not... Like Wizards didn't own D&D Beyond previously. Now they do.
Yeah, they bought it from fandom.
Yep. So nothing is going to change for you, or really any of us, except for that everything will be through WotC now. Well, I guess that's fine.
I didn't get a chance to like. I saw your message, but I didn't get a chance to like look at like my spells because I just haven't been home.
Oh, totally fine. I put Speak with Dead in your character sheet already, and I have it prepared. So you can choose to cast it or not, but we'll just say that you've had it. Because I don't want you going into the game without any spells. Alright, let's get started. Previously, in Arctis, you all have descended into the vampire lair of Duke Taelus, where the Spectre Lena Umbrellis has sent you on a mission to eliminate this vampire who has been kidnapping and experimenting on people from Maginox. After a long-winded ado, and in finding, eventually finding Duke Taelus, his lair is a less than pleasant place to be, and as Tugum noted, already crawling with rats. Also, the weather filter I have now has a rat weather, so now you see rats crawling on the ground. It's great. I put rats in there.
I am the Rat King.
You are the Rat King. Anywho.
Can't be disputed.
It's true. I mean, if Grabella's gonna be Queen of the Dragons, then you can be King of the Rats, that's fine. We'll work on Azrael and Coslow eventually. There's too many royalty in this party. Anyway, as you all descended into Taelus's lair, the first thing that you discovered were animated piles of flesh and skin that you readily dealt with before heading into an alchemist's lair. And inside this lair, you found a cadre of vampires, a gnoll, a kobold, and a skeletal alchemist performing experiments. And, well, with Grabella's draconic presence, she managed to sway the kobold vampire to your side with very, very little effort. Actually, a worryingly little amount of effort. And the kobold vampire seemed very keen on turning on his, once friends. After defeating the skeletal alchemist and the gnoll vampire within the room and looting its contents, you all decided to leave the kobold vampire at the entrance of the room to guard your precious resources, while you continued on in search for Duke Taelus. As you entered the main circular chamber and began exploring, you noticed two of Duke Taelus's massive minotaur companions roaming the halls, and with some clever finessing of your various abilities, especially Tugum, you managed to get both of the minotaur skeletons away from Duke Taelus, fighting them one-on-one so you don't get overwhelmed. The second minotaur had also dropped its reborn slaying great axe, which Grabella picked up. It's only reborn slaying because it, slayed Azrael. As you cleared...
I got better.
You eventually got better. Just a quick trip to the realm ethereal. It's fine. Duke Taelus's center lair was surrounded by coffins, each recessed into the stone walls. And upon opening some of these coffins curiously, you had found things like massive amounts of crawling claws, broken pottery, and a suit of enchanted but dormant animated armor. You found the entrance to the very central chamber where Duke Taelus was, well, ranting like a madman amidst piles of papers, books, and other assorted refuse strewn about on the ground. Along the walls, thick red curtains hung, muffling a lot of sound that happened in the room. And massive pillars stood around the room, as Coslow said, like a WoW arena. In the center of the room was a massive mahogany coffin atop a incredibly ornate and decorative golden dais. And as you entered the room proper, You saw Duke Taelus hunched over his papers, shuffling, searching, taking notes, and being rather frantic in his efforts. Duke Taelus was not particularly surprised by all of your presence, but you managed to take him down even as he climbed up the pillars and attempted to escape by summoning massive amounts of rats, or even turning into a fine mist. But Azrael saw to summoning sunlight and put an end, a permanent end, to the vampire. And with the Duke Taelus no longer a threat, the massive amounts of papers on the floor and the coffin are the only things left. That's where I'll unpause and you can start here.
Grabella's just gonna sit down for a minute and take a deep breath.
Oslo is going to pat his cannon lovingly.
Rave cannon activated.
The system.
I see him raving with his cannon, and I start banging the war gong.
Oh god, the war gong! 1 second. My bard noises.
Mortal Kombat!
Mortal Kombat! Beep, 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 beep. I need to bring up a note real quick. Hold on, Ezra, I gotta pause real fast. Ah! Ah! Hold on, I pressed the wrong button on my stream deck. No! Literally the entirely wrong button. Okay, let me try that one more time. Because I have to bring up my notes, and I don't want anybody to see my...
Give us the secrets.
No secrets!
The most important secret is that I've now discovered that you can rave while pausing.
Hey!
From now on, pause rave.
Pause rave! Azrael, you approach the coffin. Its golden plinth or dais that it's on rises about 5 feet in the air. It seems to be stone that is covered in gold foil, and the motifs on it are very monstrous. It is adorned with a combination of skulls with horns, and other fearsome faces, each scowling or making very... they all have very angry facades.
Grabella's gonna hastily try to bandage up her neck.
Grabella, the 2 puncture wounds in your neck, you quickly get to bandaging. They throb painfully. Any sort of connection to Duke Taelus would certainly be lost upon his death. However, the residual effects of the hit point loss may take some additional rest in order to get rid of.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Christina. I think I may have given you the wrong impression by Azrael's movement. Azrael is just walking to the middle room. Puppy! Puppy, you can come out now. You're safe. Puppy.
Here's a puppy.
Who's a good boy? Puppy.
It's a pretty special puppy. I'm confused.
There are no dog sounds, Azrael.
That's okay. I don't think Puppy made dog sounds. I think Puppy made moaning zombie sounds.
Oh yeah, Puppy made the screams of the 1,000 damned songs.
Yeah.
Or sounds.
Azrael's gonna end up finding out that Puppy is no more or something, and then figure out how to resurrect Duke Taelus so we can kill him again.
Fix the puppy or you die.
Kozlo is investigating this skull in the corner.
All
This is a pretty
right.
dope skull.
Azrael's just gonna do the Batman. Where is she?
Where is she? Kozlo, make me an Arcana check. Kozlo, the runes that are imprinted on this skull appear to be, and this is actually rather amusing to you, rather amateurish. They're runes of communication. However, the way they're written and what they were applied with, and are these horns glued on? It seems to be like somebody's poor attempt at making some sort of evil communication fetish.
Wait, it's not the skull that we decorated to look like Duke Taelus, is it?
It's not. It's not.
He just took inspiration from Kozlo's incredible arts and craft routine.
Sounds right.
Kozlo like picks up the skull and starts waving it around at everyone.
Look at this! I think they tried to put a pentagram on the top of it, but it came out as a Star of David.
One of the horns falls off.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very well put together.
Does it seem like it actually works at all?
If a Fisher-Price phone worked, then yes.
Well, you say that.
It's
Well,
like a
in the
bloody
hands-
cell
Speak
phone.
and smell.
In the hands of an artificer, I will give it potential. As I'm pretty sure Kozlo could put like a Nokia in a Fisher-Price phone and then make it work. The cow goes, hello?
You've seen it. No, I'll share it later. There's a friend of mine made an actual functioning Xbox controller out of a Fisher-Price controller. It's hilarious.
I'm please post that later.
Yeah. It's just hilarious that came up in this. Anyway.
Otherwise, this would be used in some sort of, in the proper way, a necromantic ritual in order to speak with the dead.
I don't know if Kozlo cares about this skull if it's falling apart in his hands.
It is, not very well made.
By Kozlo standards, that's
Yeah, that's pretty garbage.
That's pretty bad. Ezra will pop open the lid of this coffin. Puppy!
Kozlo
Gabella will assist.
drop the skull and come over.
There is a worn and defaced golden placard on the top of the coffin. Do you read it before opening?
Sure.
I'll read it.
Right. One moment, please. Actually, I had that as a separate note. I'm a big idiot.
Here lies Dennis Taelus. Oh, his name is Dennis, you guys.
Dennis! Hello! It says, binding place of Narcissa soul blight. A soul deemed too despoiled to reunite with Arctis. It is said on 3 separate lines, stamped in either gold or brass, you're not sure.
Do you think that's who's in here? Or do you think this was his?
Ain't vampires supposed to sleep in stuff like this?
Well, yes, but there's like 12 of these outside.
Yeah, but those all just had like hands in them.
Yeah, this one looks fancy, Azrael.
As
This
for,
is his girlfriend.
everybody can roll investigation for me.
Okay.
Oh, Kozlo.
Azrael will also pump in knowledge from a past life.
Ooh.
D6. 23 total.
Very
Bella
good.
feeling smart today.
Grabella also hitting very high. Azrael and Grabella. Azrael, as you are looking at the coffin and have it kind of propped up as you're looking inside, normally there will be handles on the outside of the coffins in order to allow you to carry it to its final resting place. But these on the sides of the coffin aren't handles. They seem to be almost hollow tubes able to be opened from one end and connected to the coffin by means of small metal connectors.
So they're not handles?
They're not handles. They are actually containers and can be opened.
Well, let me try to open
Each individual one can be opened?
Mm-hmm.
Grabella will open the one in front.
You each begin unscrewing the sides of these handle container things. And Tugum, you pull out a tube, and the tube is about, give or take, 3 inches in diameter.
Sorry, Tugum doesn't know what that is, as Tugum only knows metric measurements.
It's about the size of a can of Monster Energy.
Oh, okay, well, I'm a rockstar guy.
Okay, oh, well,
Same.
okay, what? 1, you make all your rolls for the rest of this game at disadvantage. 2, screw you. No, just kidding.
How dare you insult our sponsor like that?
How dare.
Our one and only sponsor.
Wait, is Monster actually a sponsor?
No.
Oh, man, I'm about to say, I want some rehabs.
You can come over and get some Monster later. You
Monster Rehab tea and lemonades are my favorite energy drink.
I haven't tea lemonade. I'll have to try that.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag sponsors, please.
Hashtag sponsor.
And what's in this tube, Tugum, rattles about a little bit. You can dump it out into your hand if you wish.
Hell yeah.
Right? A gray crystal empties out into your hand. It fits perfectly within the tube. But it appears to be, well, a long piece of gray quartz. It's very dull and does not emit any sort of light.
Where you guys see a gray piece of stone that has no value, I see a dumb woman from the West Coast willing to believe it's worth a lot of money for her aura.
My healing energy! My auras!
Hey, I'm a stone kind of fish.
Grabella, you also pull out a tube, and the same thing dumps out into your palm. The crystal is slightly different shaped than the one Tugum has, but in total weight, probably about the same. Azrael and you as well. A gray crystal.
Grabella will collect the other 2 from the side.
We're definitely unlocking a padlock.
Or just getting shinies.
Well, the description is pretty clear they're not shiny, but
It's a rock.
They're all shiny. They're all shiny.
I would like to
all
attempt to
rocks are
see-
precious.
This looks like a map of some kind. I want to know if there's anything relevant here.
Yeah, I was
Sure.
just thinking the same thing.
On that map, Tugum, you pick up the book on top of it and take a look at that map. It appears to be a map of Maginox. There are a lot of popular areas that are circled on the map. Tugum, make me a sleight of hand check. Maginox is still relatively new to you, but one place you can tell for sure on this map that's circled is Kozlo's bar. There are other places that are circled on the map as well in red ink. And another one that's circled as well, but crossed out with a big, violent X.
Kozlo, did you book Duke Taelus for one of my performances?
What the fuck?
You said that I was guaranteed 5 weekly shows sold out at Kozlo's Den. and Duke Taelus clearly has it circled. Were you booking him? Were you trying to double book me?
Goslo's like racking his brain trying to make sure that he didn't actually try and book Duke Taelus for anything.
I
Unsure?
don't think so.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
sound
I'm
like
just
what
shocked
can I
he's
do?
probably gonna blow it up.
Coslo, if he goes under a pseudonym, you'll never know.
That was how he was going to attack us next.
Does Azrael recognize the name on this coffin at all?
Azrael, you can make me a history check. This difficulty is very high.
We'll just do knowledge from a past life anyway, maybe again. Yes, we'll do it. Burn the last one. 20.
I was going to say I have one, but I'm saving it.
Your current personality, at least, struggles to find the relevance of that name, but there's at least one of you within the depths of your head that seems to growl almost in a feral manner upon hearing that name. And if you poke and prod slightly.
Hemi, what's wrong?
They tell you that name carries with it a lot of pain and a significant amount of suffering from a time long, long ago.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, what was the name again? Just to write it down.
It's Narcissa Soulblight.
I mean, with a name like that, you were probably never really destined to be a nice person.
Grabella's going around still getting the opposite of the thing.
Well, if this is the person that's in here, we might not want to open it up.
No?
Unless we really want to open it up.
Wait, so why did Taelus have somebody else in here?
Well,
why was he cooking a dragon heart?
Azrael will go pick up what looks like a bloody note.
All right.
It's just Taelus's napkin from his lunch.
Ew.
This note reads, and it's in very scribbled and scrawled handwriting. The ethereal plane does not continue unhindered from area to area as it is traversed. That is, areas that have a larger concentration of spiritual activity seem both sharper to the eye within the ethereal and separate and can affect the strength of the barrier that separates the two realms.
So the gist is that the barrier is weaker in certain places? Is that okay? I don't think Azrael would have any idea what that means.
That's not supposed to happen. Hang on. I'm just gonna put it in chat so you can reread it if you. Ah!
Oh god.
It seems to be very hastily scrawled notes, not something from a book or otherwise published paper. The note itself is covered in blood.
Coslo, should we call, I don't know, one of the ghosts?
Wait, are they even here? I
The
thought they couldn't help us here.
The ghosts specifically said they could not come with you to this place.
I thought they specifically were coming with us to prove their, dedication to the cause or whatever, because they could be destroyed here.
The only person that brought you here was, Beacon. But the ghosts are not with you here.
Well, Azrael will pack away that note for later, because doubt anybody here has any interest in it.
Okay.
Grabella's gonna finish collecting the rocks, put them in her bag.
Right.
Well, since we've gone ahead and collect the obviously protective sealing rocks, should we just go ahead and open the coffin now?
Damn, everybody else wants to.
Well, I think you've kind of already opened it.
Can I do like an Arcana check on the rocks to see if it may have previously had some sort of power in it, but it's now been drained or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Grabella is currently, how do I hold all these limes? With a bunch of gray rocks in her arms.
Yo, give me a lime!
What? Huh?
Give me a rock!
Oh,
I don't know why
okay.
I said lime!
Why are you yelling,
You
Coslow?
weird guys.
Because I'm having a hard time doing the voice today, okay?
That's how he gets into the voices, by yelling. Ask me
Just-
how I know.
Extremely straining his vocal cords every time.
There is a clip of him yelling at one of my other characters quite a bit that gets played in his channel often.
I drank too much like not shitty liquid today, and so I can't.
You're too hydrated?
I'm too hydrated.
My god, this man is
That'll be a
hydrated!
first.
Give this man a monster stat.
Exactly.
Hail
I need a
hydrate.
Pepsi.
Hail hydrate.
Hail
Oh
hydrate.
no.
Coslow, make me an Arcana check.
Grabella holds them out awkwardly.
Ooh, I thought that was gonna be a 1 for a second.
Me too.
Coslow, these were all Borean shards that held various powers. Now, you can't tell what they held previously without further magical examination, but right now these gray shards are inert. Had once had power, and is now expelled.
Yeah, these are like them other ones that we saw once. But whatever juice they had in them is gone. So, whatever they were doing, they ain't doing it no more.
Also, if there's any danger, we're already in danger.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Tugum looks over at Asriel. I am the danger.
No, you're not, Tugum.
Whoa, I was
Mostly
MVP
to
of the-
himself.
Grabella puts the rocks in her bag.
That's cute coming from you, Thunderstorm boy.
Grabella, you gain 5 inert Borean shards.
At least I mostly do it on purpose some of the time.
Okay, well, are we going to open this coffin of doom?
Grabella will brace to open,
In-
looking at people for permission.
Unleash whatever horror might be inside that was most certainly sealed away to never again see the light of Arctis?
Tugum looks over at Asriel. So what if he was a whore? Some of my best friends were whores.
Damn confused. What's a whore?
I think it's how
I don't know, actually.
it's a mispronunciation of the word horse.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't
it is
think he
a
was a
very large
Sentai.
coffin.
they like ponies.
Kazuo like reaches up as though he's in any way going to help lift the lid off the coffin.
Coslow, offering moral support.
Yep.
I go to lift it as a show of strength over Kozlo.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait, hold on.
Grabella,
Hold on.
her fucking Kozlo moves it with his mind.
Holy crap! Alright, Grabella, Tugum. Coslow, you like put a pinky underneath the lid and you keep it like slightly on balance. But really, Grabella and Tugum make a good and coordinated effort to slide the large mahogany lid off of this coffin. And it slides off onto the floor with a resounding doom, boom. And inside the coffin, amidst plush satin lining, seems to be a skeleton. The skeleton has its arms folded across its chest, and it's wearing tattered purple robes that are sashed with silver. And the first thing that you notice, aside from, well, the absolute state of the desiccation of the skeleton, that has no skin or sinew remaining, is that it has no head.
Isn't that how you kill, isn't that another way to kill one of...
And she just kind of points towards Duke.
Wait, I got it!
Don't know.
Oslo grabs the shitty, like, skull from the corner.
You acquire shitty skull.
Coslo, I don't know if that's a good idea.
What?
I don't feel like we have a choice.
I gotta complete this set!
Why don't we have a choice? Sorry, they're back.
Cosmo's like leaning over the thing, not quite putting the skull in place yet, but like
Huh?
exactly.
Like, if the head fits.
I mean, I was thinking more like that's probably how they died, and don't you kill vampires like that sometimes? If you can't, do what we did with the light or the stakes, you just...
And she does like a choppy heady off hand motion.
Does this skull look at all like it matches that skeleton?
Make me a medicine check.
God.
Alright, Dr. Coslow, let's have a look. Is head? Doesn't have head?
Sorry, I didn't realize this was excessive.
Maybe? Jeez, Tugum.
Sorry, I'm back. Pizza arrived.
Oh. Coslow seems to be precariously balancing the skull over the missing head. Or excuse me, the area where the head is missing on the skeleton.
I didn't bother picking up the horn that fell off either.
You know what? If the world ends, at least it'll look funny.
Yeah!
Cosmo slams it down.
You slam that thing home like you were at Dave and Buster's in one of those, like, basketball games. You know, the ones where you have to shoot the hoop really, really fast. Boom! Slam that thing home. Oh, yeah, I could probably play Space Jam. It would be thematic. And for a moment, actually, nothing happens, Coslow. Everybody roll perception for me.
Oh boy. Well,
Holy
thank
shit.
fuck for Azrael.
Everybody stares down at the skeleton, mouth open, half waiting for, well, something to happen. Will it sit up straight? Will it begin speaking? Eyes flashing with magic and terror? Actually, none of that occurs. Coslow slammed it back, face first, so the skull part is facing down, and the back of the end is facing forward. But Azrael, off in the distance, to the south, to your southeast, you definitely hear a click.
Oh, did you all hear that?
But
No.
it wasn't from this room. It was from, like, outside of this room.
There's like a click outside.
Damn. My hearing's not that good.
Honestly,
Like
now
a
that
bunch
I'm...
of high schoolers?
Oh, what is a high school?
I don't know.
Grabella, a book lies open on the ground in front of you.
She's gonna pick it up. Pretty sure she's not gonna know what it is, but we're gonna pick it up and see.
It says, Recollections. Why the reborn don't dream.
Oh, interesting.
I'm like looking around. I go, hey, yeah, did he say something about he has everything you need about your past or something? Maybe we should like flip through some of these books.
Oh, I just
Honestly.
assumed he was lying.
That sounds like a lot of reading. I don't think I want to know anything about my past that badly.
I don't know,
Azrael,
nobody
this
cares
is...
about our past. This is about her past.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just assumed he was lying, because hashtag just vampire things. Ezreal, this book seems to be about why we don't dream or something.
Oh. I thought we just didn't dream because we didn't sleep.
Yeah, me too!
That sounds like a silly book.
It's a very short book.
It's just you open it up because I don't sleep.
Boom! Mic drop!
Corbella will pocket it.
I want to know about this book.
All right, Tugum, that book reads, The Barriers Between Us, Theories on Separation Strength Between the Planes.
I like how we opened a coffin of some, like, supremely evil ancient being, and we're just immediately bored with it right now, you guys. Like, we're just, like, already, like, okay, we don't want to read all the spines of all these random books. Like, what does this wad of paper say?
Hey, because he's dead.
Corbella's gonna go back and search Duke Taelus.
Tugum, I'm dead.
This is basically
You're
ADHD
undead.
and D.
It is.
Listen. As I walk around, Ezra, look. See, you're standing here talking. You are dead, but you're not dead. You're undead. See, I'm talking to you. I can touch you. You're there. This guy is dead. I can touch him, and he doesn't talk to me.
Please let it animate and just grab Tugum's, like, fucking leg right now.
With a backwards head.
Actually,
With a backwards head.
you know what? We're gonna fucking do this. While Tugum is dancing around,
Please make him
Azrael?
shit himself.
Azrael is just going to burn and animate dead just enough to make it, like, lift up its skeletal arm and just grab his ankle.
All right, Tugum, your ankle is grabbed.
Can I tell? Is there a way that I can tell that Azrael did that on purpose to me, or am I just gonna be scared of it?
So it does have a somatic component, which is verbal. I'll have you make an Arcana check for me. Your DC is gonna be, it's a 3rd level spell, 15.
So what does that mean?
Arcana, roll 15 or higher.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
You know it was from Azrael, and you know it was the animate dead because you might potentially understand the words of that spell. And although, yeah, controlling the dead is, well, kind of your thing.
As I was before Azrael did that, though, what I posted in Discord is what I was doing with the corpse to Azrael.
Fair.
Is the robe really fancy in here still? You said it was like a pretty purple robe?
It is purple and was once very fancy, but is now so full of holes. It is so thread-worn that it can barely be worn.
Azrael will tell the skeleton to get out of the coffin.
The skeleton gets out of the coffin. Here, I'll put a skeleton right. There you go.
And Azrael will root around in the bottom of the coffin to see if there's anything, fancy in there still.
Azrael, you root around in the bottom of the coffin, and pressed in between some of the pillowing of the satin lining seems to be a signet ring. You pick it up. It has a large pink gem in it. The ring itself is gold, and the setting almost reminds you of, like the setting of a, it's very heavy. It almost seems to be dwarven made.
It's like a Super Bowl ring.
It's very thick. It's a very chunky ring.
To do jewelry. Yeah.
Baby.
And it's a chunky gold ring with a purple gem.
Oh, this is pretty.
Azrael,
Azrael pockets it.
you can make me a, let's do a wisdom save. Just
Wisdom save.
Yeah, make me a wisdom save.
Thank God this is you.
Azrael, the pink gem has a soft glow in it, and it reminds you of the same colors that are resonating off of the walls of this very vampire lair.
Pink?
Mm-hmm. Some of the
Like
torches.
my light?
Some of the torches are pink
Oh.
on the
Oh.
walls.
Yep, Azrael pockets it. Oh, maybe it's a key or something. Okay, skeleton, back in the box. Good. Now pick up your lid and put it on you.
Picks it up. Boom! The lid snaps shut. The skeleton going back into its hiding place.
Should we go find the click?
Gorbella's gonna go through Taelus's pockets and stuff first.
The man has no pockets left. He is a pile of ash.
What about
Right,
his clothes? Can
clothes.
I see his clothes? I want his clothes.
I was here first.
I want his pants.
Tugum, you gain fine clothes. I'm going to put them in your inventory. Boop.
Nice. I'm rocking these and fucking Cosmos then when we get back.
You have
Or like
two
dusty
sets
fine
of
clothes
yeah,
now.
very, very covered in soot and dust.
I shake him off. I shake him off over the Eldritch Cannon to like beat the dust off of him.
The force cannon can definitely apply force and shake some of that dust out of there for you. Oof.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Tugum takes the clothes and shakes them in your face, Grabella. You would sneeze if you had allergies. But
No,
oops.
I didn't shake him in Grabella. I shook him. I beat him
Oh.
with the Eldritch Cannon.
Sorry, a little bit of soot rises up. However, there doesn't seem to be anything left of Duke Taelus, but his clothes.
Well, and now I have those.
Coslow, I see you down there. Are you reading that book?
I was looking at the book and I wanted to look at the map some more too, because it had Kozlo's den circled on it, so he would want to try and figure out what was up with that.
Sure. The book reads. Actually, Coslow, roll me a 1d10. This book reads, Why I Came Back as a Chair, an animated furniture autobiographical.
Kozlo immediately pockets that book for later reading.
You gain Why I Came Back as a Chair.
Yo, Duke, this is a fucking nerd.
The map of Maginox. Kozlo, I'm gonna have you make me a sleight of hand check. Not only from this map of Maginox is your bar circled, but there also seem to be a few other places that you recognize that are circled, including the Crimson Auction, a popular auction house in Maginox where some of the social elite go to buy and sell expensive goods. There's also another place that's the Night Bloom Garden, and this place is home to some of Maginox's most beautiful and finest flora. But it's currently X'd out. There are a couple other gathering places as well, such as the Maginox Town Square and the Market Villa.
Alright, I will roll up and pocket the map.
All right.
Grabella's gonna awkwardly get down and listen to this coffin because she doesn't have Kozlo to do it for her.
All right, very good. Grabella, make me a perception check, please. You don't hear anything within this thick mahogany coffin.
Should we just like pop them all open, or?
Well, I don't know. Azure heard some click. I didn't hear a click, but you know he's the one with like 13 voices. So
Azrael has out this very pretty pink signet ring and just kind of like puts it on their finger and waves it around the little pink lights as they wander off to the southeast.
The ring most certainly looks like the setting of these pink torches in the room. It's just a much smaller version.
The real question is, what finger are you wearing it on?
Probably their thumb, because it's really big. And Azrael is very tiny.
We'll check these later, because there's valuable stuff in some of these.
Or, you know,
And fingers.
More dead people, right?
I mean, yeah, one or the other.
I think mostly more dead people. Did we find anything valuable?
Yeah, the old jars and the
What
Wait,
the hell
wait,
was
wait,
this?
wait.
It was the
Tugum turns around. Wait.
the unanimated fucking.
The dormant animated armor.
Thank you.
Tugum
we have found good stuff.
Tugum turns around. Those jars were valuable? That's not what Kozlo said.
Oh, whoops. I mean, yeah. No, they're pretty valuable. That's why Kozlo took it. Hello?
Oh god, I don't know why I came back.
Oh yeah, my thing's like lagging out too. Kozlo, you holding out on us?
I mean, we gotta get it assessed and stuff anyway.
You guys walked off without Kozlo.
Yeah, Kozlo's
we
still
don't have
like in there
Kozlo.
reading.
Well,
Kozlo,
Happens.
are you
keep
reading?
up or get left behind.
Are you reading notes or books?
All I really wanted to do was just do like a general once-over of each of the books for anything that stood out as particularly noteworthy or interesting. Like just checking the spines, basically.
Sure. Some of the other books seem to read, The Brightest Burn Fastest, The Desperation of the Humans of Zadia. Other books seem to detail starting over as a reborn in Polaris and accepting new unlife. Another book is more of a psychology book, Mind and Will. What is knowledge without drive? And there's another one that's also a little strange and perhaps a little more young audience oriented. It's Buddies Acting Funny, Why You Shouldn't Reanimate Family Pets.
This guy was into some weird shit.
One of the last ones that you go through as you're going through these various piles is Devotion Over Drought, How Worshipping the Elemental Planes Affects Weather. The other notes seem to be mostly focused on experimentation, on ghosts and spirits, and understanding this madman's scribbles about the planes.
I'll grab just like a handful of various notes about experimentation on ghosts. Also, if there's any goats, I'll grab those too. Just basically a random sampling of notes with the intention of like showing them to someone later and
As I'm not in the room,
try and
I
find
cannot influence
the others.
Kozlo's decisions, I will say it'd be hilarious if Kozlo happens to grab the book about reanimating pets. Cough, cough, puppy.
I hadn't actually thought
But
of
as
that.
Tugum is not in the room, he cannot make those decisions.
Yeah. Y'all abandoned Kozlo. You missed out on your opportunity for hilarity.
I'm just picturing Kozlov on a goat that he can ride around, headbutting everything in his way now, which has nothing to do with anything, but I had to share.
When the goats go, cram.
Kozlo is now wandering aimlessly because he has no idea where anyone went.
Azrael, Grabella, and Tugum, you notice that Kozlo is not with you.
Don't worry, guys, I got this. Christina,
Mm.
hit the bagpipes.
All right, hit it.
Why'd you make that with Constitution?
I don't know. I didn't make it. It's just what I just happened to click on it to see what it would do. I didn't know it had something.
Oh, I guess, because it's a... Yeah, no, okay. I accept this. Makes sense.
All right, Kozlo, you know where we are now?
Kozlo, you hear the
Yeah.
sound of bagpipes to the southwest.
Kozlo is trying to gather up the animated armor that we had previously decided we weren't going to leave without.
It's in my backpack already, I think.
Oh, did you get the armor already?
Yeah. We decided it was valuable and put it in there.
Oh, I thought we were going to come back for it later.
No, the bones we need to go back for.
Azrael, your ring becomes warm on your finger.
Oh. Azrael starts investigating the general vicinity of this, as it is where the click happened and the ring is doing a thing.
All right, make me an investigation check, please, with advantage. Very, very nice. Azrael, you notice that this torch has one more prong than the other torches that are hanging in the room.
Azrael pulls the extra prong.
A door opens as the
Ooh.
stone slides aside. A stone
What was-
hallway lies before you, extending into darkness.
Yeah, teacher. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, was that an angry voice or was that like...
It was like stone rumbling.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa,
Grr!
what did we unleash?
Azrael, you peer down a long hallway, and you see at the end a larger room and a green glow emanating from a lamp inside.
Surely there's like treasure down here, right?
Do you
Wasn't-
want? I'll go first just in case there's something, you know.
Grimilla just kind of gets her her new axe out and is carefully walking down the.
Grabella, I'm going to
Hallway.
stop you right there. Grabella, you
Yeah.
hear a low and very ominous growling noise.
She puts her hand up, hoping they'll pay attention this time.
Is
Would
it
you-
Puppy?
You don't
Perception
see.
check.
You don't see where it's coming from. Azrael, make me a perception check. Well, it's a growl.
I'm gonna also perception check because I'm just a little bit closer. Not that Grabella's good at this, but.
Well, Grabella, as this is not a familiar face to you, the growl, at the very least, does not sound friendly.
I don't think it's a puppy, Azrael.
I don't know, it could be. Puppy!
Azrael,
She like stands in front of him like a block wall.
I think we're gonna have to fight something. I'm a little hurt. This
As-
could get
Hamgum's not worried because he's like, I don't think there's anything we can fight because their leader's like gone.
Azrael pulls out the crystal, or the Borean shard that we got from Duke Taelus' first place that also was like some control or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just walks
Grabella's
forward.
just gonna stop and let everybody go in, being as they think they don't need their bodyguard.
Fine. Maybe. Might not be. Puppy! Azrael just holds up the thing. It's like, Scritchies!
what in the?
Azrael, make me a acrobatics or athletics check.
Sure, yeah.
Definitely not animal
Well-
handling, that's for sure.
Nope, neither of those are good. Oh!
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
Azrael, you are slammed against the ground, knocked prone, as the corpse hound jumps on you. Oh my god, where'd my prone go? That's incapacitated. Prone? And the hound is on top of you. Its 1,000 faces screaming at you in unison. Ah!
Tugum, Tugum, you were up front. Get back up there.
I start scritching it under
Yeah,
its,
no move.
all of its mini chins.
No move. Grabella's letting you file.
First of all, I was to the side of Grabella, first of all.
You were in front of me when he went to go find the puppy.
First of all, he didn't go to fight the puppy. It was not a combat state. It was, I saw it and I moved backwards.
Azrael, make me an animal handling check with advantage. All right. The corpse hound's main mouth with
+4 on this.
wisdom?
Oh, animal handling is wisdom? I thought it was charisma.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it puts its face closer to yours, meaning the faces of many faces are very close to yours. And it sniffs once, briefly, before licking you with a tongue that is made up of many other tongues. And it's also smaller faces on its cheek also lick you.
Oh, Grabella was not here for this before, so does not know.
What in the hell is that?
Puppy!
Slurp, slurp.
Grabella, you know how, like, me and Coslow have, like, fart clouds inside of us as pets, and you have kobolds as pets? This is Azrael's pet.
Minions, you're not pets.
Okay, whatever.
Not with that attitude.
The corpse hound's butt wiggles, bones flying everywhere.
That is so...
Yeah, they're minions, right? You gonna let them organize that union, Grabella, or what?
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Azrael's just sitting on the floor, just like petting Puppy now. This is the thing. I don't know if anybody wants to get past, but I'm gonna have to step over the corpse hound.
I'm like trying to like slide behind Azrael, like right here, just like sucking my stomach in to like get behind him. Like, alrighty, gonna walk around that.
Azrael's trying to find like the scritchy spot to make the foot tap.
You find you hear thump 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 thump.
That's just gonna make a face.
It lets out a scream of agony that is most definitely a whimper of delight. Ah!
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the best bagpipe player of them all?
Oh no.
Seems good. The glowing, yeah. Everybody's worried about Azrael and the corpse hound over here. Tugum's gonna go talk to an obviously magical mirror.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The mirror.
First of all, I wasn't worried about the corpse hound. That was number one.
I don't know. You were the one who panicked and ran down the hallway.
Uh-huh.
That was more of not trusting Christina to do something.
That sounds like panic to me. The literal definition of panic.
The mirror reflects yourself, Tugum. Clearly the most talented of them all.
I pull out Duke Taelus's like cape, like try it on.
It's covered in dust.
Also, does this cape make my ass look fat?
No, your ass makes your ass look fat.
You did ask for that.
Okay, we've been walking so much, doing work for my glutes.
Grabella's gonna check this for traps. I don't
Alright.
know what to check with that though.
Investigation, please.
Hello? There we go.
Alright, you give the chest a cursory glance. There seems to be a heavy iron padlock on the front.
Hey guys, can you open this? Or unlock this? I'll open
Got
it.
it.
I don't know that Kozlo would trust Grabella to have thoroughly searched for traps.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
He's kind of a big rock thing,
Sus.
so he would also check over it for traps.
Grabella could handle the damage from most traps, so she just lets it happen sometimes.
Oh, Oslo. Although Grabella, maybe questionable. She's, well, she got lucky this time. The chest is not trapped, but it is locked.
Alright, I will attempt to unlock the chest.
Oh, a 17 is more than enough, and the iron padlock snaps open. You can double-click the chest in order to see its contents.
Oh boy.
As you are looking, Tugum, there's another coffin here. This one, actually looking significantly nicer than the previous. There's
Looks like a nice like fabric pattern on top, like a nice like velour or velvet or something?
Something like this would fetch, a pretty penny on any auction house. This is the casket of somebody who was very important. Although there's this droning sound in your ears that you hear as you get closer to the coffin.
Can I look around for like a nameplate or anything?
This coffin does not appear to be labeled like the previous one.
Grabella is gonna grab the least shiny rock in the box. You're gonna start noticing she does this often.
As you grab stuff that's in the box, let me describe what you find inside. You find a mace that sits at the bottom of the box that is tipped with green embossing. There's a leather bib inside of there that is splattered with blood. Some spiky rings. A pair of spiky rings. And what appear to be literally lungs laying in the bottom of this. There are
Gross.
also 2 large vials. One with a shimmering aqua liquid, and the other with a more viscous blue liquid. There's also a scroll in there, as well as a couple of gems. Grabella reaches in there, starts pulling out gems. Grabella, I'm
She
gonna have
grabs the agate.
roll me a D100, like a percentile dice, and do it 3 times.
Oh, did you already grab a bunch of gems? I only see one.
She grabbed 3.
Oh shit. Okay.
Were there 3?
Mhm.
Then I'll have to have you fix my loot. I thought I was duplicating.
D100, it's on the bottom on the very right side next to the D20.
Ah.
I think the command is /roll.
Yeah, it's R1D100. Okay. One more time. That's 2D100. Just 1D100. Okay, one more time. All right. You begin to pick up the gems and you look at them. They're very pretty. Unhewn and red. They could be fit in a necklace or a ring. And look very nice. Actually, GM needs to use the restroom real quick. You guys can begin discussing what's in the chest as the corpse hound is currently licking Asriel.
What's
Continue.
in the box? What's in the box?
We have the Mace of Life Stealing, which we'll have to figure out who wants
just-
that.
Real quick, because I don't think we've done it in Kaamos. So gems have a chance of resonating with people. So when people touch them, they roll to see if they resonate.
Oh, is that what those? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So since you touched them first, that's why you rolled.
So then the quartz that we got out of the coffin in Taelus' room, theoretically we should pass it around?
You grabbed
it was a
one,
ring.
Asriel
No.
grabbed one.
No,
and
those
then I
aren't.
grabbed
Those
the
are.
rest.
Those
They're
are
used.
Those
Yeah.
are Borean shards. They're not gems. So they're different.
I'm
There's
gonna
a
hit
bunch of
the-
rules that we've explored with Ascended already. Just giving you guys.
Okay,
heads
so-
up,
Yeah.
I don't think we talked
So
about
I
it
know
here.
what you're saying about the shards, and I know what you're saying about the ring, but I'm saying is like specifically when like we went to open that chest and I unscrewed it, she said it was like quartz. Like it was
That
like,
was the spent.
That's what they
the
look
spent,
like,
Spent
yeah.
Borean shards.
oh, okay.
She
Yeah,
said
she
they look
later
like
clarified.
cards.
Yeah, she later clarified that.
Okay, that might have been when I had to go AFK for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna
it
hit
might
the
have been,
split
yeah.
currency button if somebody wants to look at their stuff to make sure this works.
Just make sure when you hit split currency, you can check the names of the party members in it to make sure that's actually splitting amongst the right party
It
members.
says split currency among 4 party members.
But
I'm
when you
back.
hit the
Check
when
the
you hit the
names.
button, check the names because sometimes it's not always the right names.
I don't know how to do that.
So
it
toggle
just-
details on the right hand
There you
side. It was right. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fixed the names before the game, so it should work properly.
Tight.
And Grabella, you start
Uh,
handing out gold.
I'm gonna hand the mace to Asriel to look over. The Mace of Life Stealing.
Azrael does not do identify. That's Tugum's thing.
Tugum does.
Yeah, I'm just kind of handing it to people. She's gonna hand Tugum the
Oh,
butcher's pin. And
Tugum walks over. He goes, "Anybody use those lungs for some extra bagpiping or what?"
Well, they replace your existing lungs, so I don't know if it's extra unless they're bigger. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Yeah.
she's gonna hand Tugum the lungs either way.
They're just floppy and soggy and wet. And I mean, they should be rotten, right? But they're just wet and fresh.
A nice moist pair of lungs.
Mmm.
Tugum kind of looks over at Grabella. You know, for a giant rock person, wetness sure seems to gross you out a little bit.
And wetness is close to dryness. And dryness is the
gives him a
essence
look.
of wetness. Wait, hold on.
You're not a fan of moist?
She's gonna pull out the ring of shared suffering and poke him with it. On purpose.
You suffer as she has suffered.
Yes.
Be
She
careful,
doesn't know what the
Grabella.
ring does. She's
Be
just
careful,
stabbing him with
Grabella, that could make me bleed, and then I'd be all wet.
Moist.
Meh.
She hands him the ring as well. She's gonna. I don't remember what these potions do. She's gonna hand both the potions to Kozlov, and then the scroll and the topaz to Azrael.
I want to know how applying this oil of etherealness takes 10 minutes.
You gotta rub it in. You ever had a massage before? Like, I could put oil on a back where you put oil on a back, right?
I have had massage before. I get one done like twice a month.
Well, look at you. Of course, Tugum, I get my massages done at Kozlo's Den. Kozlo's Den, the premium place. New York's hottest nightclub is Kozlo's Den.
So just real quick, point of order. Grabella picks up the topaz to hand it to Azrael, so Grabella should probably roll for the topaz now.
Oh boy.
And what's the cost on the
It's-
topaz?
Christina wasn't
It's
there when you were talking
500.
about-
Let me look at my notes. Hang on.
Yeah, Christina, when you went to go to the restroom, he had said how you guys said that like you roll to see if stuff like resonates with players or something. I
It
don't
does,
remember.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're
I just said a little bit about. I don't know if you actually want to like share the full details, but
Yeah, so
Yeah.
for everybody, whenever you see a gem in a chest, there's a chance that it could resonate. And resonate will allow you to do cool shit like combine your weapons together like Kozlo did in order to make cool super weapons, or even combine things like spells, or they just do kind of cool game-breaking shit. So the lower the value of the gem, the less chance it's going to resonate with you. A gem worth 10 gold has a very low chance, but ultimately, for each gem that you would touch, you see if you resonate with it. I will have you roll a percentile dice, which is 1d100 based on the gem's worth, and then I will let you know if it resonates with you or not.
It is rolled.
And that does not, unfortunately.
Yeah. Just gonna hand it over to Israel.
you better walk it over
So,
there.
Go ahead and
Azrael's on the other side of the room of you right now.
Tugum, I think you had the butcher's bib, the ring, and the mace, and then the
I didn't take
topaz.
anything other than the lungs.
Well, that Grabella handed them to you. You are the identifier of the group.
And
I
Tugum, if
still
you
see
wish
them
to.
in okay.
You would have to manually loot them yourself. If...
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I take this loot or this topaz rather?
That's for Azrael.
Oh, I don't.
I was
don't-
giving him that in the
Do you-
scroll. but
do you
he's-
actually carry it over to Azrael?
Sure.
I will roll. Hang on.
She's gonna place it on the ground and then walk away. She really doesn't like the puppy.
The puppy gives you a look.
Meh.
She shivers and walks away.
What's the value of the gem?
It's 500.
It does not resonate.
Okay.
Let's have a little look-see from me. I'll go over trepidously.
Yeah. Do we know enough to like have everybody check the 4 gems out, or not really?
You can if you like.
Like, we know a little bit about resonant gems already because we were given some.
Yeah, and
doesn't know
Lena told
anything.
you about it a little bit. So,
Oh, true.
so you all can touch your gems and roll your D100s. If you all want, let's see. So there are There was 3.
There was 4 total.
3 agate, 1 topaz, I think.
All right. So I can
I
have.
have the agate. I'll hold it out to Coslo.
All right. Who's gonna roll next?
Do one at a time.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Can
one at a
we all
time, or else it's
touch
gonna
in
get
racks?
chaos.
And she just holds out the
All
rocks.
right, I will touch the 3 agate or whatever that she has.
All right. Roll me a 1D100 3 times. Nope. 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 The agates are not worth a lot. And you can try for the topaz if you like.
That's over by
Oh my goodness.
Nope.
Azriel.
No resonancy for you, Coslo.
So we can do Tugum next.
Fuck rocks!
All right, so
Grabella's
I'm
gonna-
rolling a D100.
Yep, D100
Yes.
4 times. Okay, this is for the agates. No.
Whoops. Sorry.
I'm gonna delete that. No. No, and then this will be for the last gem. No resonancy for you, Tugum. And
Starbuck likes this game.
Azrael just has the agates then.
all right, Azrael, roll 3D100. Nope. Nope. And nope.
It's all just trash.
Alright.
They're worth money.
The
They're worth
agates.
Well, okay. So they're worth something than Coslo. You should take the topaz than Coslo.
Yeah, give me
Grabella,
that.
yeah, Grabella wants to keep the agates. So
The real treasure were the good boys we made along the way.
Azrael doesn't want treasure. He just wants.
All right, I'm gonna work on identifying this stuff.
Yep.
All right, I will say, since Tugum is here, you all are unhindered and not stressed out. Tugum, you can freely cast Identify as a ritual and identify the things within the chest. You know that the mace is a mace of life stealing. And on hit, you can potentially steal life from somebody else unless they're undead or a construct. The Butcher's Bib is very good for people who utilize slashing weapons, but is perpetually bloody and stands out. The Ventilating Lungs with a clever artificer can be installed to allow you to breathe underwater, or breathe normally through spells like Cloud Kill. But otherwise, curious to find a pair of functioning lungs in here. And you also identify the 2 potions. One, an oil of etherealness, which will allow you to go into the ethereal realm, in a similar fashion to what your ghosts already do if you didn't have your ghost with you. But it does take a while to apply. And then there was one more potion in there, and I'm looking at who took it.
As are the rings of shared suffering.
Ah, yes, in the rings
And
of...
a scroll.
Let's see, who took what? Okay, so summon
I think I
undead.
took the potion.
He took the potions.
I have the mace, the rings, the lungs.
I took the scroll over to Azrael.
Oh, okay, good. Azrael, that spell scroll is a scroll of summon undead. And Coslo, the potions that you both picked up, the one is the oil of etherealness, and the other one, a potion of resistance. Yes, the lungs are quite gross.
These lungs seem awesome.
But they are very cool, if you want to go under the knife.
Do we wanna,
I'm pretty sure, Grabella, if you hear this noise, that it's laying a sick tempo for me to like play over.
What
And I
is?
can like look at myself in the mirror while I play music to the sound that this coffin makes.
Oh, is the coffin making a sound?
There's like a drumming noise. Or a droning. I don't know the word. It's like a wall.
Do we want to open this? I want to make sure everybody's ready, just in case.
We absolutely want to open this.
Yeah, I was more
Well,
letting
actually, no.
Azrael
hold on,
and
hold on, hold on.
Kozlov know.
Before we open the coffin, I would like to know more about this mirror, other than how great it looks to me. Like, I know that it just shows my reflection, but...
Tugum, make me an Arcana check.
My vanity knows no bounds.
Tugum just knows a lot about mirrors.
Jesus. Tugum, with a 22, as you look at yourself in this mirror, you have the distinct feeling that this mirror is enchanted. Not to make yourself look better or something vain like that, but this mirror is actually a portal to somewhere.
Narnia? No, that's a wardrobe. Never mind.
Yeah, that is a wardrobe. However, the mirror is reflecting you, signifying that whatever portal was connecting you and whatever's on the other side is closed.
Can I reach my hand out and try and, like, touch it?
Sure. You reach your hand out and press it against the coldness of the mirror. It feels like liquid under the palm of your hand, and it makes a ripple as you touch it, creating a shimmering rainbow effect over its surface.
As it ripples and Kozlo's behind me, I see, look, Kozlo, this thing can even make you beautiful.
What the fuck?
Tugum, in your head you hear very softly, "Hello?"
I yell back, "Is it me you're looking for?"
I can see it in your eyes.
I want to just try and press my hand through it.
The liquid begins to coalesce around your fingertips. It's very hard to press through, like a thick, gelatinous film. But you slowly begin to put pressure on the mirror. It does not crack, but it gives way under the pressure. Help. Help me.
I don't feel like it. We're coming back to this later.
Your hand is stuck to the mirror, Tugum, actually. You cannot move backwards.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
I, like, plant my feet, like, on the base of the mirror to try and, like, pull my own arm out. Grabella, a little help? A little help, please?
That's a magic mirror. I don't think I can pull you out of that.
Well, give it a try.
Will you stop using the M word?
Grabella has conditions.
I'm, like, racking my brain trying to think. Oh, you mean moist? Yeah, I won't say moist anymore.
Grabella will attempt to pull him, though she is not confident it will work.
All right, make me an athletics
As
check.
a point, though, before you do this, you could also push instead of pull. There are options.
You could.
That's all I'm saying.
This is true. You
Tugum-
did just use the M word twice again.
Tugum looks back, like, over his shoulder, like... Looks back at the mirror, looks back at Grabella, like... I swear to God, Grabella. Remember when we saved you from that kobold den?
Remember how I've saved you from a lot of other things that we're pretty much even at this point?
Alright, fine. New slate clean. Help me out, I owe you one.
Okay.
With a
Grabella will
with a-
attempt to pull him.
With a grunt, you pull with all of your might. Ah! And you free yourself and Tugum from the grasp of the mirror. The mirror snaps back into place and seems to shimmer over as if nothing had ever touched its surface. And Tugum, you are unharmed and no longer restrained.
I like I'm laying on the floor next to Grabella. I'm like looking at my hand that was in the mirror, and just like, oh, thank God. Look over at Grabella. Yeah, all right, I definitely owe you one.
I was gonna say, otherwise I'm eating you into that mirror.
Did you say you're gonna eat him?
Yeet!
You've been a dragon for 2 days and
Just-
you're already eating people?
Oh my god.
Tugum sort of just like wanders back, like, don't threaten me with that good of a time.
Can I investigate the mirror to see if I can tell what sort of magic this is?
Yeah, absolutely. Make me an Arcana check. Oh, very good. As you look over the aged wood and etchings along the side of this massive mirror, you can already tell that, well, first thing, it would fetch a very pretty price at any auction. It is a spectacular piece of art. But as you're looking at it, you briefly glance back at yourself in the mirror, and there's a cute female goblin looking back at you, her hair tied up into twin pigtails. She waves at you shyly, twirling her fingers in her hair.
Oh, hello?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
No.
How you doing?
Ozlo is very bad with women.
I'm doing. How you doing?
How you doing?
I am doing. What's your name? Tugum, help him out, man.
Yo, he gets the nice guy. I had some lady fucking crying for help. I'm not fucking trying to save people.
What's your name, handsome?
I forget.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, what can I call you?
Pennywise the clown.
Do you actually say that?
No, I mean, ask her if she floats down there.
I guess Kozlo would like wake up a little bit and be like,
Kozlo! Yeah, it's me, Kozlo Greenfinger, at your service.
Oh, well, it's super nice to meet you, Kozlo. Listen, your friend, I think you got a little spook trying to help me out of here. All you gotta do is just press a little harder. You know, like this.
She puts her hands up against the mirror on her side.
See, now you just put your palms on my palms. Does this feel like a trap? I feel like this is a trap.
Tugum walks up like, Kozlo, listen, normally I'd be all about you fucking with the crazy mirror, but as somebody whose arm was just stuck in it, I must highly advise against interacting with this mirror right now.
Oh, come on, honey. I don't mean you any harm. Just put your hands on the mirror like this.
I walk up to the mirror and I go, you're a goddamn fucking liar is what you are.
Fuck off, orc!
Because the lady... First of all, half... Oh, hold on, I don't want to go into the mirror. Sorry. First of all, half orc. Second of all, was that you who was just like, help me, please help me? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was you.
I'm so small. I really... Listen,
sucks to suck, nerd.
That horrible vampire trapped me in this mirror, and I would really like to get out now.
Hey, guess what? Hold on. Hey, guess what? We killed that horrible vampire, and I don't see the incentive for us to save you from this mirror. In fact, we could just sell this mirror, and then you get some new owner. Don't care. Not our problem.
Well, then you guys are surely heroes. If you let me out, I'll let you into my laboratory. It's full of explosives.
Bella pats Kozlo on the head and goes,
Tugum looks like,
You'll get him
"Cosmo?"
next time, Slugger. I'm extremely well connected.
Tugum looks at
Yeah.
Kozlo, look at me. Look at me.
What?
She
Don't listen to the mirror, Kozlo.
What?
she
Take a
pulls
lap.
a
Take a
crate
lap.
into view of the mirror, and she begins to open the crate.
Oh, you want to see what's in here? I've been working on my latest experiment.
She begins to pull out a bunch of hay.
Oh, yeah.
She pulls out a really big borean shard.
Oh, that's just the battery. Here.
She pulls out what you think is a Gatling gun. It's large, has about 20 barrels on it, and on the back it appears to have a large circular depression for the borean shard, which she slams into the back and kind of hefts it up. Look, you know, in the position where like Jinx would from, you know, League of Legends, it's just a big fucking hand cannon.
Like, now this
Is there
I
a Dota
call...
2 equivalent of that? Reference?
Is there like a big cannon hero in Dota 2?
Not that I know of.
No, because it's a worse game. So it's fine.
Wow, a worse game than League of Legends.
Now,
This
I
I
don't
call...
even care. I have no skin in this game. I just wanted to spin the knife.
Now this one I call the Borean Blaster. You can put any shard in the back here, and it'll blast out every type of elemental energy you could even imagine.
So why
check
don't you
it.
blast your way out of this mirror?
she like blasts it off to the side, and like fire, lightning, necrotic energy all come blasting out of the front in a very colorful display. Woo! She looks back at everybody else.
Impressive, huh?
Tugum's not impressed because he thinks it's just a trap.
She winks at Kozlo.
I don't know about this. Why all the long faces? Listen, you guys came here. You killed the Duke. He was totally a terrible person. I swear he's awful. But he just wanted access to my knowledge. So I wouldn't give it to him. So let me out.
Can I do a? I know I have a thing to see if they're lying or whatever. Like,
There's a magic spell called Zone of Truth, but I'm not sure if you have it.
no, I mean I don't think that would work here. Oh, I do have Zone of Truth. I do have Zone of Truth.
You have Zone of Truth.
Did I ever actually get any understanding of what the spell is from my check?
Oh,
Like just trying to
apologies.
understand what kind of spell it is that's going on.
Let me look. What did you get, Kozlo, with your roll?
It was a 25.
25. Kozlo, this isn't any sort of, portal mirror like Tugum may have thought. This definitely goes someplace. But this is a prison mirror. This holds some sort of extra dimensional planar entity. This will not go to another portal on your same realm. This goes to a demi-plane.
Yeah, I don't know if you're telling the truth or not, but I'm pretty sure if I go through there, I'm just gonna get stuck too.
Oh, you just gotta like, you put your hand on it. I just grab it and you pull me through. It's easy.
Yeah, or you pull me in.
She frowns.
Why would I do anything like that?
I don't know. Why does anyone do anything? What's the meaning of life? It's all a mystery.
Well, we could find that together. Wouldn't that be fun?
So Tugum is like intrigued now. He's like, all right, how about this? We find out who are you first of all. You didn't even tell us who you are.
She smiles.
You're right. We haven't had a proper introduction.
She does not say her name.
Not interested.
See you, Toots.
At this point, Kozlo's ADHD kicks in. He's just wandering off to look at something else.
Grabella just looks at the thing and sticks her tongue out.
The goblin is now watching you quietly, the fake smile plastered across her face, gone in an instant.
Azrael will ride the puppy over to stand in front of the mirror, just like, ha.
Oh,
Can he just ride the puppy? That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's a large creature.
it is a large creature.
Like horses are still only medium size.
I didn't know if you had to do some sort of like check or whatever.
I mean, if you've identified all of the things in that box, like it's been basically an hour that Azrael has been investing in belly scratches in like
I mean,
this
Belly's,
is a long-term investment.
alrighty. Hey man, it's your corpse town.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
Alrighty.
The mirror shimmers and becomes a normal mirror again.
What do we want to do about this?
The way I see it is we have 3 options. Option 1, we YOLO open it and go with what happens. Option 2, we ignore this thing and we just leave because it's making this weird noise. Option 3, we see if the mirror knows anything about it, and if we want to believe the mirror in any way, shape, or form, and then make a decision off of that.
Did anybody ask the mirror what her name was?
Yeah.
Yes, you wouldn't say.
Oh. Azrael kind of like walks over.
The mirror reflects only yourself, Azrael.
Oh, I think it's off. You broke it.
Try knocking on it, Azrael.
Don't touch it, please. I had to pull 2 of them off of it. Use the whole thing.
Tugo knows full well that Azrael put the thought for Grabella to push me in. Yeah, knock on it, Azrael.
I was here the whole time. I saw what happened to him. I'm not an idiot.
Grabella's just gonna stand in the back. It's creepy mirror and creepy dog.
Can I pipe of this sewer some rats and try to get them to go through?
Sure. You want to play your pipes?
I believe I only have 1 charge left. Let me see here.
Yeah, we are low on spells. That's why I'm trying to decide what we're doing
Yeah.
here. And we have like other coffins in the other room. We haven't opened the skeleton in the other room.
Excuse me, are you in there? Miss Mirror Lady?
The mirror does not respond.
Miss Soulblight? Is that you?
The mirror becomes matte and stops reflecting.
Oh yeah, she's very grumpy.
Oh, enjoy your prison, nerd.
Maybe we should destroy it.
Ooh, I'm so down to destroy it.
That'd probably be a terrible idea, but it'd be funny for a moment. Okay, so we're going to open this coffin then?
Ah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it, literally just,
Grabella's gonna check the handles just in case, because last time they were stuff.
Real quick, does anybody not have temp HP from Azrael's thing? Because it would have gone off by now, so I just want to make sure you have some temp HP from it before you do.
I do not have any temp HP, but...
Here,
Yeah, Tugum will
you
need a little bit.
can get 9.
I have 10 already, which is probably about as high as I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my max is 12, so.
Oh, that was the wrong button.
Whoops. I saw Tugum refresh. I'll wait for him to get back. Tugum slamming the F5.
Just say, while we're waiting, Grabella's gonna investigate the handles. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
Grabella's looking over this coffin, and this coffin actually appears to be a finer coffin than what you saw in the previous room, if that could even be imagined. Its dark wood is perfectly smooth, and it's not damaged in any way, shape, or form. The handles themselves do not appear to be the containers that they were on the other coffins. These are pure silver. And again, worth a lot of money, but these cannot be easily removed.
Yeah, Grabella's just checking to see if they have crystals in them like the other one.
Yeah, no borean shards in the handles of this one.
Well, do we just want to open it? Or, like, does Azrael hear like, whatever this tone is that Kugum was talking about?
Everyone hears it as you approach the coffin. It's soft at first, like a low, droning noise in the back of your head. It's hard to tell exactly where it's coming from, but it does seem to get louder as you approach the coffin.
We could also just light it on fire.
Cosmo pulls out a grenade.
Some of the other ones had, valuable things in it. It's up to you guys.
You keep saying that, but I don't recall us getting anything valuable out of any of the other ones. There were hands, and then there was a bunch of broken pots.
There was
And
that
the
armor.
armor. Yeah, you guys keep forgetting about the armor.
I mean, but it's
She
just
pulls out the hand and waves it around.
but it's just big. It's just big armor.
So we went like
What's
one,
the point
one
of
for
that?
4.
It's magic armor.
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
and the pot that Cosmo have is actually worth a lot of money.
Well, you should put Tugum in the armor then. He could stand to be a little hardier.
No, it's like animated armor.
Yeah,
Like you can make it walk around and do shit for you.
we tested that it was like magical armor that needs to be reanimated.
Oh, well, so then it's broken because it's not animated now.
Yeah.
I
Carrying
can
it around.
fix it.
Yeah,
Probably.
Cosmo wants to fix it. That's why we
I don't
picked
think
it
I've ever seen you fix something, Coslo.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Well, you're
I fix
usually
all sorts of things.
you're usually focused on the disassembly.
Yeah, and sometimes blowing shit up fixes things.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah,
I never really. You're a genius, Coslo.
thank you.
Cosmo like puffs out his chest.
So
I
is
never
it
would have
yes
thought about
or
that.
no? Or,
Yeah, let's open it up. I'm tired of talking about it. Let's crack it open.
It's too heavy for me.
Yeah, Tugum, you can't open it. It's very heavy. Grabella, you put forth a lot of effort into opening this coffin lid. In fact, it's actually much heavier than the one in the previous room.
what the hell?
It might actually be made out of ironwood, which is a extremely rare material. It has the strength of iron, but usually the weight of wood. This is still quite heavy and dense. You
Is
flip,
wood generally heavier than iron?
yeah. I mean by like square footage, yes. You flip open, you flip open the coffin, and inside, amidst black satin, dotted with small, blue gems, is a single skull with gems set in its eyes.
Grabella picks it up with very wide eyes, knowing pretty much what Cosmo would do if he got his hands on it first.
Tugum is like very confused as to why Grabella of all people just decided to like grab the gem eyes out of the skull in a coffin.
No, I'm picking up the whole skull, so Cosmo
Oh.
doesn't run it to the body in the other room. Grabella's tall.
Grabella, you heft the skull in the air. Kozlo, you see embedded in the skull's eyes 2 bright green gems. Emeralds that are the size of golf balls.
Hey, Kozlo, it looks kind of like you.
What? I have red eyes,
Well, yeah, but they're big.
and I have my skin on my head.
Well, yeah, I did for me. I have a feeling this is what goes in the other room, but I feel like that's a bad idea.
I think it's certainly a terrible idea. I mean, maybe not. She seems to be trapped in the mirror, pretty grumpy about that, but like,
Oh, is that her?
well, she went all pouty face as far as mirrors are concerned when I called her by name.
Well, maybe we should take this with us just in case.
That sounds like a grand idea.
And
We should also take that coffin lid with us. It looks expensive.
Yeah, I don't think I can carry that. Maybe I'll send the kobold back for it.
Oh, I have an idea. Puppy,
Bella makes a like shifty face as she's thinking about her hoard for the first time ever.
Grabella, do you have any rope?
Yeah.
I think I have a basic bitch. Yes, I do have rope. It's 50 feet.
Kozlo,
It's hempen.
do you have any... Can you construct any small wheels?
Can I construct some wheels? I feel like I should be able.
Yeah, you can make wheels. It's pretty easy.
We can hitch it to the back of Puppy and ride it out of here.
Oh god.
It's large enough for all of us.
Well, I mean, we got the bones in the other room we could put in it.
Yes!
Conso just runs off and starts finding all the materials he can to turn this into a
Then there's
coffin
a
chariot.
couple coffins we haven't opened, but okay.
Oh, we could go do that as well. But what happens if, more scary things pop out? I'm pretty depleted, and... I mean, not that that should matter too much, but you're also... Well, you're looking a little pale, Grabella. More
Yeah.
than usual.
Yeah. I do want to make sure we take those bones with us and go get my new friend.
Hey, Kozlo, this mirror looks like it has some hinges that would make good for, like, wheeling, maybe? I don't know.
So,
Everybody can make me a perception check, please.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
How did I get the best roll when I have a minus?
Because it's Christina's dungeon.
you don't have a... Oh, you do have a
I
minus.
do.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
dumb.
I was
How
looking at
real
your
dumb.
athletics above.
Grabella, the hairs on the back of your neck begin to rise as you feel like you're being watched.
Can you do that bubble thing that you've done in the past, Jezreel?
I could. Where would you like it? In here? With the creepy mirror?
I feel like something's watching us.
She like
Well-
shakes a little bit, which is
Ezra just
unusual
kind
for
of
her.
points to the mirror, like, well, yeah, I mean, she's not very happy with us.
There's a feminine form in the mirror, wearing a long gray robe sashed in white. She appears as an elf, with extremely pale skin and white eyes. She has white hair parted down the side that falls in waves, almost to her waist. She appears to be almost solemn, and stands there, quietly, observing you, far different from the talkative goblin woman that was there before. She stares unblinkingly at the party.
Can we go back with the room with the bones and the
She just thinks for a minute. I
Sure.
can't brain.
If we want
My
to
new
go back and
friend.
rest, of course.
Yeah,
But we should rig up the coffin and take it with us as well.
okay.
Kozlo is kind of ignoring everyone because he has a project, so now he's furiously working on putting wheels on the coffin.
Kozlo, you're getting to work creating your coffin chariot.
Is there any like loose cloth or anything like in the coffin, like a blanket or something like that Azrael can grab while Coslo's doing his thing?
I have some.
There is no loose cloth within the coffin, Ezreal.
Oh wait, you have the big cloak from Duke Taelus.
Well,
Tugan, can I borrow your big fancy cloak?
You're not going to get my Duke Taelus cloak, but I will give you some of my.
I need something large.
Here, you have my costume clothes.
Is there a large billowy cloak in your costume clothes?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Azrael takes that, just walks over.
The-
Sorry, you apparently did really unspeakable, horrible things, and we don't want to talk to you right now, and just tosses it over the mirror.
You see the elf woman's eyes narrow slightly as the cloak is thrown over the mirror.
We can still hear you if you want to talk and, try to justify your continued existence, though.
A name would be a good place to start. Thank you.
We know her name. We know her name, Tugum.
Do we? She didn't tell us
Yes.
her name.
It was on the thing. The other coffin.
Yeah, I'm holding her head, her body's in the other room.
I wouldn't say it out loud, though. Too much.
Yeah.
It's like Beetlejuice.
Maybe. I was thinking more like, have you ever heard the story of Bloody Mary?
I could go for a Bloody Mary.
It's the
Different,
same-
but same concept, I suppose.
I mean, it's the same story, right?
Sure.
Biggie
As-
Smalls, Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls.
Azrael will help Coslo make our fucking corpse wagon.
I guess I should help with that too and be a good team player here.
Garbella's gonna go hang with her new old pal.
I mean, he can come with us now.
Wait, who's your
I'm not gonna
new-
cast
oh.
daylight.
My little buddy.
Bronx?
Yeah.
What did we name? Was it Candle or Fart or something? And then we named the other one like Fart 2?
They're all named. They're all there. The candle is there.
Candle is what it was. I couldn't remember.
This one is named Bronx, though.
Okay, buddy, are you okay?
Yes.
Well, I should probably put it on you.
I've missed you, mistress.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in here. Do you know anything about the weird stuff in here?
No. What do you know? Tell Bronx.
There's a scary lady in a mirror in the other room and a dog made of people.
She makes a face.
Oh, yes. The corpse hound. Beware its many teeth.
Oh no, the other ghosty friend guy is friends with it apparently.
The kobold nods vigorously, rubbing his hands together.
Now, mistress, where do we go from here?
We need to take a little break and I want to make sure these come with us.
She points to the bones.
We also have a couple of other coffins that we haven't looked to, but I think we're going to take a little nappy nap.
Yes, how can Bronx help you, mistress? Yes.
You just make sure if you hear anything to wake us up.
Anything? Yes.
They're making a coffin chariot in the other room.
He makes noises and looks around.
I will protect.
He begins to pace the hallway back and forth. Meanwhile, on the other side, Coslo is briefly AFK.
Yes.
Oh, he is back.
Hi.
Welcome back, Coslo. You're going to make the chariot coffin 9,000. Let's take a look here.
Azrael's absolutely going to put guidance on Coslo.
Coslo, make me a sleight of hand check.
Plus a d4.
Plus a d4. Kozlo, not only do you manage to put wheels on this thing, but you give it a sick fin as well. It could probably handle going down most of this mountain. Well, with a few scratches, of course.
It's the ironwood's for.
Mm-hmm. It is a steerable, sledding machine.
Can I give it like a flame job on the front also?
Oh, hell yeah. Sick flame job. Extreme coffin racing.
Look, I added this extra touch too on the wheels. I call it spinners.
Oh, but it's not moving.
Yeah, I got it a little backwards.
That's ingenious, Kozlo. I think. It's moving, but it's not moving. Okay, well, puppy. Ezreal calls over to the corpse hound.
Ah! It screams the screams of 1,000 tortured souls.
Okay, so you see this little rope here? Just gonna go, around your neck. Maybe you can bite it or something. And we're gonna pull this out of here. Does that sound like fun? Who's a good boy?
The corpse hound looks thrilled, shaking its butt bone, which is made up of other bones, which at the end has a hand, which also wags.
Perfect. All right. Ezreal hops up on the corpse hound. Well, here goes nothing. Giddy up.
Kozlo grabs the steering wheel of the thing and just sits there like ready to go.
All right, I'm gonna put you all in a karting formation. Here we go.
Can you construct a coffin chariot for us, Christina?
I think I actually have a coffin thing. Hang on, I think. Rugs. Okay, decor coffins. Yes. Okay. Do we want brown here? Brown is a nice color. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. Okay. Warp a spin. Here's your coffin chariot.
Santa Claus, throw 'em in a box.
Oops, that was floor tile.
Kidnap to Taelus, throw away the key.
There we go. All right, hey Tabby. Normally I would have to make that an actor to have it move easily with you, but now you have your coffin chariot, and I'm gonna pull all of you as
My
the corpse
immersion is maintained, thank you.
Ah. I'm gonna move you all a little bit closer.
By the way,
Hi, Tabby.
Is the buzzing sound in the coffin, or did it go with Grabella when she took the skull?
It's in the coffin. Oh wait, no.
So-
I'm sorry. It's with Grabella. She has the skull.
Okay. Okay. Well, did we... Oh, goodness. Where's
Woo.
Grabella?
Grabella, you hear barking from outside, from the corpse sound. A combination of dog-like yipping and the screams of the dead.
Oh, real quick, is there any way as we leave I can grab my costume clothes off the mirror as we leave?
Yeah, you can grab the cloak.
Alrighty, I want that back.
Yoink! The
I wonder if we should
pale-skinned
actually
woman
take the
watches
mirror
you.
with us.
I was thinking about that.
Seems weird to leave it here. I mean,
I guess we could come back for it.
but I feel like we just leave it here, somebody's gonna find it, and then they get the opportunity to unleash, some great evil. At the very least, we should be the ones who get to unleash great evil, right?
Yeah,
I like the way you think.
But if we unleash the great evil, then by default, is that evil then unleashed upon us first and we suffer?
Well, I kind of
Like-
feel like we've pissed her off enough, you in particular, Tugum, that she'll come and find us and murder us anyway.
Yeah, so we survive longer by not doing it, right?
I don't. I think it's marginal at best.
Wait, can we get Rebella's thingy to her new friend to lock that door again?
Well, I have the key here, but
What if we held the skull up to the mirror? Maybe she'll talk to us in a civil tone.
I don't think I would keep. I would put the skull anywhere near the mirror. I also don't think I would put it anywhere near her body. But like it was just a lever. It wasn't really a lock, Coslow. So anybody could find it, really.
Fair point,
Wasn't
Azrael, but if we have the skull, technically nobody can unleash the evil, right?
I don't know.
The door that's right above us is the one that was turning people into boneless.
Oh yeah, maybe lock that one. But like, how did we get through that one? It was
Bronx
Bronx let us. Yeah, Bronx let you
Okay.
all through.
So any of Taelus's like minions could get through that if one of them
Yeah,
came back
yeah.
or something.
Essentially.
Yeah, maybe we bring it with us and I don't know, call Lena when we're further away from this place and let her sort it out.
Can I manufacture a roof rack for the
A roof
charity
rack?
thing?
Hell
It's
yeah!
like a bunch. Yeah, just.
I
like
mean, you have a
You've
coffin
already-
lid.
Yeah, you've already got a fin,
Yeah.
man. Like, pimp my coffin.
All right, I want to be able to put like facing away from us, put the coffin like attached by some metal poles or something on top of the, or put the mirror attached by some metal poles facing away from us on the top of the coffin thing.
Okay. All right. It's like a sunroof, except it reflects the sun.
Yes.
It's like the big like carriages in Elden Ring, and then now at this point is like what I'm imagining, the ones pulled by trolls.
Oh god. Yeah, it's kind of like
Big
that.
horrifying gothic thing.
Grabella, the corpse hound sticks its head around the corner and woofs at you.
Grabella, did you want to go finish looting the other coffins and load up our sweet ride?
I thought we were taking a nap first.
Oh, do you want to do? Oh, yes, I suppose we could do that first. Here. Hang on, I have to find the spell because I have to go in my spell book to do it, and I have millions of spells here.
Also, Christina, I changed my Speak with the Dead or whatever that you gave me
Mm-hmm.
to I closed the page, but it was like the gaseous cloud or noxious cloud or whatever it is.
Okay.
The thing where I can basically just like drop a thing of make people like rich and vomit and stuff,
Sounds good.
and they take poison damage.
The
Alright,
thing
me and
that
Tiny
whoever
Hut is down.
installs those lungs can now breathe in.
Exactly.
All right, Azrael, you begin casting Liamon's tiny hut. Who is allowed in your hut?
Puppy, Coslow, Grabella, the Force Ballista, Bronx.
Bronx is guarding. Grabella's gonna stay with the skeleton.
That's fine. I'm telling you who's invited.
yeah.
What Bronx chooses to do is up to him.
Bronx,
Well, I guess
Bronx,
up to you.
Bronx must be invited into the tiny hut because he's a vampire.
Am I missing anybody? Am I forgetting anyone? No? Okay, perfect.
Rip Tugum. Tabby, you're a big boy.
I'm gonna urinate on the side of the tiny hut.
That's fine. It just flows off
Splatters
the
on your
side,
feet.
just like on your foot.
Grabella, what are you doing inside the old laboratory?
She's looking at the skeleton again. Duke Taelus is bringing up her family has made her a bit sad.
The skeleton that lies before you is a descendant, or excuse me, an ancestor of some ancient Earth Ganassi. With the runes carved into its skin, it probably had some sort of strong connection with the elementals of the area. But even in death, the bones remain strong, hardy.
She's just gonna touch its hand before she decides if she's going to sleep.
Does not respond.
She is gonna lay or curl up right next to the skeleton and go sleep there.
Alright, outside of the sanctity of Liamon's tiny hut, Grabella decides to sleep in the laboratory. You all decide to take a short rest.
Azrael's gonna need a long rest.
I'm down for a long rest. I am pretty tapped out.
As I was not invited, I choose to venture back to Kozlo's den.
Oh, but what about all the loot, Tugum?
Yeah, we
What
got
about
stuff.
it? Who cares?
By the way,
Speak-
Tugum,
let's
you are
speak-
actually invited. I don't have to
No.
actually say it out loud.
No. Tugum knows when he's not wanted.
Get in the hut, Tugum.
He actually bounces off it. No, I'm kidding.
Boing. Alright.
Just fucking with him. He's fine.
The corpse hound takes watch.
Oh no, Azrael curls up with the corpse hound.
Yeah, no, Bronx is taking watch.
Oh, very good. Pile of corpses screaming and snoring in unison. Meanwhile,
Yep.
Bronx.
I mean, Azrael doesn't actually sleep, so it doesn't bother them at all.
Hap to, hap to, hap, hap.
He patrols the short hallway. All right. For the first hour, as Grabella sleeps on the floor and everyone is in the tiny hut, I will allow you all to take a short rest. Please remove any buffs that are an hour or shorter, and refill your hit dice accordingly.
Does anybody need HP? I can restore HP.
Looks
Point
like
down
everybody's
2 hit points.
full, except Grabella, who's missing max hit points.
Technically, Azrael gets a little bit from a short rest. They get one of their... they get their channel divinities back. And I can also do, just in case it comes up, I can do another harness divine power and get another second level back.
You can also do Song of Rest.
All right.
The cannon would poof, but I cannot delete the cannon.
Cannon is poof. And I'm going to remove the concentration from Tugum.
I don't even know what that's from.
I don't know either.
Probably from Identify.
Probably.
Oh, concentration is a new icon now.
I'm actually going to remove you for a second, Tugum, because I think you're slightly buggy. Stop concentrating.
Concentrating so hard.
Yeah, I actually can't remove it.
I'm concentrating so hard that the DM can't even get rid of it.
And before it's just part of his actual token graphic. I know it's not, but it...
Toggle? There we go. My god. Toggle? There. It worked! See if I can actually remove it now. Aha! Delete! Delete! I did it! Hackermans. Okay, for the first hour, let's see if you get any horrible things walking by that you may have missed within Duke Taelus's lair. Let's have, since Grabella is sending her minion to keep an eye out, Grabella, roll me a d20. If you roll a 20, we're going to have a random encounter. Otherwise, your rest will continue.
Is Grabella in the dome and I just don't see her?
She is not.
No.
She is in the other
Oh,
room,
okay.
sleeping in the alchemist chamber.
She's big sad.
All right, for the first hour, nothing bothers you. Tugum, roll me a 1d20. All right, and Kozlo, roll me a d20. Your long rest goes by undisturbed. Bronx eternally pacing back and forth, making kobold noises as he patrols the hallway, occasionally coming back and reporting nothing to see. He also pops his head in from time to time to check on Grabella, and he shuts the door. Your long rest continues undisturbed. And 8 hours pass.
Azrael is going to swap out daylight for magic circle.
Okay.
Okay, well... Oh, let me get rid of this thing. Do we want to go get the mirror? I can maybe protect it so she can't get out or do anything for a while, at least while we travel.
Before we get going, is the coffin thing where you guys are?
No,
I don't know where
we're
she came
just
from.
outside of the alchemist's room. We've been here like this whole time. We came out to you.
Oh, you left the coffin thing in the other room?
No, they're in the
No,
coffin.
we're in the coffin. We have a coffin
Ah,
wagon.
okay.
The coffin's a car now.
And before we go, can we put these bones in there?
Of course. Do we want to go pilfer anything else from the other coffins as well before we grab the mirror?
Yeah, I don't want to leave these behind
Bella
again.
wants to search all the coffins all of a sudden.
I did when
sensing-
we were there, but you wanted to go to the click.
Sensing that there's something about these bones in particular to Grabella, do you want me to put them in a safe place? Do some rites? Not the she points to the corpse, or they point to the corpse hound. Not those kind of rites.
What do you mean by rights?
To make sure they rest easily.
I wanted to see if, I wanted to have the lady look at him before we do that, but protection would be nice.
Do you want to talk to them by chance?
Grabella's eyes get really big.
We could do that?
I can. If that's something you would like.
Yeah, maybe we should do that when we get back, though.
Sure. It's just, different things to prepare for the day while I'm preparing.
Yeah, no, thank you, Ezreal, that means a lot.
Of course. Okay, well, let's go loot the rest of the coffins and then get that horrifying mirror out of here.
I forget what we did to get through the door. I think it was...
It's already open.
It's open, yeah.
Oh, it's just open. Okay. I was gonna say, do we need to put Bronx through the thing?
Yeah, you don't need to
multiple times?
swipe Bronx anymore.
Swipe.
So there was this
I think-
small round-eared creature in here. Do we need to light it on fire or take it with us
Or leave it.
or leave it? I vote leave it.
Yeah,
And then we basically, I think we have like these three. One,
Yeah, I think we
two,
have-
3, 4. We have 4 that we didn't look at.
Yeah, because the one at the very top we didn't look at because it was in line of sight of Taelus.
Yeah.
Also, Christina, Azrael is gonna keep a lookout for like a large funerary, like sheet that would like go over a coffin or something like that as we're sifting through all of these coffins.
There was curtains in Duke Taelus's room. We probably just cut a piece
Yeah,
off.
if we get there, they're looking for something particularly large, but yeah.
Tugum, you athletics and you lift up the coffin? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
All right. You pry open the lid with a resounding. Its unused hinges creaking loudly. Inside, you see a wispy form of a specter. It seems to be lying there. The inside of this coffin is strange to you. It's not the satin that you've seen in most of these fancy decorative coffins or in the coffin car you've been riding on. But the insides of this coffin appear to be mirrored.
Yeah, I'm not really here to fuck around with mirrors right now. I'm gonna back away from this one.
Yeah.
She's gonna look at Azrael Kozlo because she's not very magic-y.
There is a faintest hint of a humanoid form trapped within this mirrored coffin.
Does it look vaguely familiar to the a body down here that we found?
Make me a perception check.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Although a slam and roll, this is not the same person.
Did we learn anything from Lena about how to communicate with ghosts and things?
The basic idea from what you've learned so far is that ghosts on the material plane takes a lot of effort and energy for them to be there. It is usually easier to do so on the ethereal plane, which home plane.
I don't know if I can do anything to help them. Well, actually, I guess Azrael's the only one with their ghosts presently. Can Azrael try to cross over? Like, take the time to try and cross over to the ethereal plane?
Azrael, you cannot do that here.
Okay. I guess we could leave the coffin open and they could wander about until they find their way.
Grabella's gonna look around and see if there's anything in there besides mirrors real quick.
Tugum's just gonna be the guy and goes like, does it matter? Do we need to save this person? Like,
Tugum, are your pants on fire? Some of these people need our help and to be looked after, okay? It doesn't hurt to check.
The mirrors have small inscriptions of runes into them.
Can I roll to see if they are similar to what's on the bones?
You can. Make me an Arcana check. These are similar, as the runes have both hold their bases in binding. However, they are distinct enough to be different. The bones that you saw in that room were had very unique runes.
Yeah.
I'll leave it for now, but I don't feel good about this.
Whatever.
I don't really feel like fucking around with mirrors, to be honest.
The lingering wraith does
now
not seem
you
to.
don't want to help, Grabella. Oh, but those people need our help.
It doesn't seem to move or even notice that the coffin lid has been opened.
Well, maybe Lena can send somebody for it later.
I'm not even gonna attempt to open this coffin. I don't care anymore.
Alright, Corbella. You heft open this lid, and it comes off very easily. It's actually significantly lighter than all the other coffin lids in here. Inside, it's an old skeleton, and you can tell by the bone structure and general armor that these were once elf bones.
I'm just gonna check over and see if there's anything else weird in there.
Make me an investigation check, please. These bones, too, have runes inscribed in them, but they're a different magic.
Yeah, we really need to get somebody to look at these. I don't understand them.
Capella, these bones were a person. We should try and help them.
Yeah, it's just, I don't understand the runes, so I don't wanna...
I mean, we know Taelus is up to some weird shit.
Was up to some weird shit, Coslo. Was up to some weird shit.
That's what I said.
He has lots of minions, though.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Grabella, also with your investigation check, there is a small leather satchel in that coffin as well.
Oh, well, let us look in the satchel.
There's 200 gold in that satchel. I'm going to add it to your inventory right now.
Sweet.
Boop. There you go.
Next.
All right.
Gorilla
heft and a
struggles a
grunt.
little.
The fine clothes in here that are caked in dust still belong to a vampire. Through the heart is a thick stake made of wood that stands straight up out of this vampire's chest. And judging by the layer of dust on its face and on the coffin, this vampire has been staked for a very long time. Its chest does not move. Its flesh is pallid and pale.
I want to look around this body, but after that, Castle, I feel like you should blow this one up.
Well, hold on a moment. Not all vampires are necessarily like Taelus.
Yeah, we met some that weren't that bad.
I
One of
mean,
them gave me a bar.
your kobold friend is a vampire. He's not that well. I don't know. He might be a little shit. But can Azrael look this vampire over to see if there's any like distinguishing features or marks or belongings that would indicate who it is?
Make me a history check, Azrael.
I will probably also pump in a like a memory roll to this. Oof.
Ooh.
Oh, we broke 10.
It appears that any sigils or markings that would have been put on this poor vampire's clothes have been very carefully removed.
Just roll to see if there's anything around the body real quick. Grabella don't see shit.
Judging by the age of the body, nothing in here seems to be familiar, and the clothes are, well, still on the vampire. You would have to de-stake him to remove his clothing.
Does he have a big billowy black cloak?
He does.
Azrael will take that. Like, shift him over, remove it from one shoulder, shift it back over, shift it over to the other shoulder.
You thump him, you roll him over.
Here you go, Azrael.
Cloak
Perfect.
acquired.
Okay, on to the next. This one has to be special, right? It was right in clear view of Duke Taelus the whole time.
Maybe.
Guzzle will listen closely for any hands that might be trying to get out.
Yeah, we haven't listened to one in a while.
You get one coffin full of hands. You listen to the coffin. Make me a perception check, please. You press your green ear to the side of the coffin. No sound comes from inside.
What?
Oh! The lid opens easily. Actually, no, 20? This lid is made of stone and is probably one of the heavier ones that you've hefted in here. It moves aside with a very loud, sliding, grinding noise.
Sorry, this one's heavy. Ugh.
As the only one with muscles here, like, you're fine. You're allowed to make noise.
Carefully wrapped, organs placed inside canopic jars inside this coffin, appears to be a mummy, wrapped head to toe in linens. The jars that are containing its organs are topped with animal heads. One, an eagle. The other, a raven. Another, what appears to be a smaller bird, like a sparrow, or maybe a hawk, something with a smaller beak. But all of the jar's heads are bird-like.
I'm gonna throw down knowledge for past life on this one. Would you like me to roll a skill with that as well?
Yeah, make me a history check. Alright, with the knowledge from the past life. The 14. These preservation methods are normally reserved of people of high ranking or status, as it inferred that they could potentially return to the realm of Arctis, given the right set of circumstances. However, you have never seen any sort of returnal of a mummy, not personally.
And the birds and everything, I wouldn't recognize any of those.
This person was important when they were alive, but that's about all I got.
Well, how important were they?
To be carefully wrapped up like this in the jar and stuff, pretty important.
Can I see if I know anything about it?
Yeah, you can make me a history check as well. Woof! Tugum. You've heard that some peoples of Maginox would use methods like this in order to re-establish the soul coming back from Arctis into life. Basically, they would prepare and preserve the body in preparation for the soul to eventually come back from the dead and create reborn like Grabella or Azrael. This was more common in people like the Drow. This was also used in some beastmen tribes, like were creatures that also lived outside of Maginox.
Cause I'll give you 100 gold to chuck a grenade in that coffin and walk away.
I was kind of thinking about it anyway, but you think we should burn it or something?
100
Now,
gold, chuck a grenade in.
Now, mind you, things like this are not necessarily evil. It's just a facilitation of creating someone like Azrael or Grabella. However, there has been never a perfected way of bringing someone back. Even though Azrael and Grabella are living in walking proof that the reborn do exist.
She's gonna check just around all the jars and stuff.
Evil, not evil, doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I definitely think we should send somebody to look at these.
I think we should go take the mirror and leave. Before...
Yes, Azrael, agree with Azrael, let us go.
I'm on team, let's get the fuck out of here.
Grabella, the jars are valuable. They are ivory and decked with small gems in the bird's eyes.
That's a Kozlov thing.
Kozlov's a little bit too weirded out by the mummy to have even thought that the jars might be valuable. They aren't like glittery and shiny, so they haven't immediately caught his attention.
Okay.
Do we need to take your armor as well, Kozlo?
Can we decide whether or not we've already taken it?
We've already
Oh, okay. I mean, it was
Okay,
there
is that
still.
gone? Okay.
Yeah, we took it last 2 games ago? I can't remember.
Azrael, okay, going back to the hall.
Yep, to get the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, Tugum, we should probably put your cloak back over it again.
Tugum, the pale-haired elf, is staring at you. She is floating this time, her dress flowing around her ankles. She gives you an even but quiet look.
I approach at a safe-ish distance. I'm gonna stay at the bottom of those steps. Okay, mirror. Anything you would like to say? I wait for any response other than her stare.
She blinks and looks at you. And she says nothing.
I ask her, can I cast anything that would interact with it?
What are your ideas?
Hold on, I gotta read my pop out here. It's hard for me to read the hover over spells. I'm thinking of detect thoughts, or maybe words of terror.
Hmm.
I don't want to go straight aggressive though. I'm like there's morbid curiosity to this thing where I'm like, I've already got my hand stuck and I figured out that it was a prison, so I'm like, I don't want to be tricked into going into it, but I also just want to find out information. Zone of truth maybe, but if she's not interacting with me, I feel like that's wasted, right?
You can try any of those. Feel free. And see what happens.
But if she's not talking to me now and I cast Zone of Truth, then she's not gonna do anything.
Perhaps you could persuade her to talk.
Okay. I don't know. I'm so scared. Alright, so I go, alright, approach the mirror a little bit. I don't want to be that close. I want to be it's like I want to be on this little second step here. I'm kind of lean in on the second step. Would you like to leave here? Because we're taking you with us, unless you plan on unleashing an unspeakable evil. Looks over at Azrael. Unspeakable evil? Unspeakable evil.
Well, she's the unspeakable evil.
Oh, she's the unspeakable evil.
Yeah. Right?
I'm not an unspeakable evil, she says quietly. Although you can hear it from the other side of the mirror. Slightly garbled.
Are you a speakable evil?
I am not evil.
You caused a great deal of pain, though, yes?
She's quiet for a moment. I have. She looks back at Tugum. You seem curious, but frightened. Good. Come closer. I will answer your pressing questions.
You can answer my questions just fine from where I'm standing.
Very well. What is on your mind?
How did you get locked in this mirror?
She tilts her head at you. A lock of silvery hair falling over a shoulder. I was imprisoned here, deemed too unworthy to rejoin Arctis.
And who deemed you unworthy to rejoin Arctis?
She blinks and looks down. Those who I believe are long dead and should be of little regard to you.
Okay. So then, if I was interested in getting you out of there, which is a big if, by the way, how would one go about getting you out?
She nods. You have my skull, yes? I can sense it. It is near.
Yeah, sorry, I tried putting it back on your head, but I don't think it worked.
That wasn't the right head, Gus.
Unfortunately, the ties that bind me are not so easy to unwind. The Duke has spent many a year searching for a way to free me from this accursed prison. And now you are here to take up his mantle?
Not exactly. We might have been paid, or going to be paid, a very large amount of money for murdering him.
Money? Is that all you desire? Don't you have ambition? Don't you want something more?
Not really. My ambition is money. Women.
You get enough money, you can have anything.
I mean, women. Men who are now women. Women who are now men. You know, basically, of the flesh type things. Money.
Corbella grumbles and looks off.
The woman extends her hands and gold coins just magically pile up on her hands. They begin to pile up so much they cover her face, and it becomes an impossibly large pile that dumps onto the floor.
Like out of the mirror?
It looks like it's coming out of the mirror. They're tumbling out, gold coins glinting and skittering across the stonework. Ding, 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 ding.
I back up because I'm not touching one.
Ding, 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 ding. Coins spill across the floor.
Guzlo's trying to grab coins that are like falling across the floor.
Okay. Oslo, you
Azrael
begin to scoop
steps
them up.
I'm sorry, I'm not entirely sure this conversation is going to go anywhere productive. And Azrael tosses the cloak over the mirror and takes some of the rope and starts fastening the cloak firmly to the face of the mirror, just wrapping it around.
Kozlo, as Azrael tosses the cloak over the mirror, the coins in your hands turn to cockroaches and crawl up your arms.
God, Jesus!
He shakes his arms and tries to shake them off.
Grabella, could you help move this?
Yeah.
Be careful, don't touch the surface, just the edges.
She attempts to do such.
We're gonna stick it on the roof rack!
Azrael, yes, but also Azrael will assist and also cast guidance on Grabella.
It is
so
Lift!
it's advantage because
Advantage!
Azrael's helping you.
Put your back into it.
Oh, right. Cat, please.
Cat, no, don't break the mirror.
Ooh,
Oh, there we go.
much better.
Plus D4 from the guidance. Nice.
Grabella, this solid mirror is incredibly heavy, but you managed to heft it onto your back like a refrigerator. You could even solo it without utilizing Azrael, although it requires extensive effort. The mirror intones hollowly as Grabella is picking it up. Where are you taking me?
Well, I suppose you'll just find that one out for yourself later.
Yeah.
You hear a thump from the mirror.
Okay.
That's it, just like kind of an angry sounding thump.
Okay, we should go quickly now.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Azrael's gonna go to the wagon. Coffin.
Okay, the shaggin' wagon.
Nope, that's not what it
That's
is.
not what that's for.
Wait,
It
no!
can be.
Ew.
Okay, the wagon's somewhere here with the corpse hound.
It
Azrael
is.
is going to cast on the roof rack. Magic circle.
Oh god.
I'm not gonna put a template because yeah.
All of a sudden, Azure doesn't want to know more information about the mysterious mirror.
Azrael feels like they know quite a bit about the mysterious mirror already, and we can ask it more in a safer place where Tugum's not going to be lured by the lust of fake gold or
Whoa!
Right,
Was not lured by the lust of fake gold. By the way, that was Coslow. The gold started spilling out. I backed away.
yeah, but you put your hand in there in the first place, so
That was before I
And-
the unspeakable, the speakable evil.
You let her know something you wanted.
yeah, like that conversation wasn't going to go anywhere. Well, like good. Come
Oh
on.
my god, I was gonna zone a truther.
Well, you can still zone a truther, just in a more secure location.
So that
With-
I can roll a 1 versus Christina's 20.
I mean,
Almost
that
there.
will happen no matter where.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Like, anytime, any place, I'm gonna roll like that.
Yeah, no.
Alright. With the mirror strapped on the roof of your coffin wagon, the corpse hound strapped in. Where do you all go?
Alright, the way I see it, we either leave this area and summon our ghost spirit thingies, or we go back to Coslow's Den.
I think we go back to Coslow's Den and
Do we want to trot through Maginox with a corpse hound?
oh right, that was what the big cloak was for. Azrael just tosses the big cloak over like the corpse hound, so it looks kind of like one of the funerary steeds from Elden Ring. and then hops on the back of it. All right, we should be all ready to go.
Hold on, let me see.
The corpse hound makes a confused rue and a scream of terror.
Bronx, Grabella, don't you want to bring Bronx?
Yeah, here. Bronx, get in your jar.
Jar. In the jar.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Like a kangaroo, he hops in head first, and then kind of skitters around the bottom and then pops his head out of the jar.
Ah,
Christina,
yes.
how big is the corpse hound's head?
About the size of a horse. No, it's a little bit larger than a horse. I would say like a Clydesdale.
So, like, would you say it would fit in a 5-foot cube, or it's too big for that?
The head would fit in a 5-foot cube, yeah, for sure.
So, could I theoretically cast Minor Illusion over the head to make it look like a regular horse's head?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
If you could even make it look like, you know, like something fitting for Maginox as well, as many beasts do go through. The orcs can go through with wargs. There are skeletal creatures as well, which is not an uncommon sight there, but something as grotesque as a a corpse hound may.
Azriel, what would you like your corpse hound to look like so that people see something normal?
I mean, it's covered basically entirely with like what looks like a big black sheet at this point, draped over it. So, well, whatever you think is appropriate.
It's your corpse hound. I will let you choose.
Well, I know that it's beautiful on the inside, so
Yeah,
that's all
but
that I care about.
outside. Okay, do you want your corpse hound to get put down when we walk back into
Yip,
the
yip.
Petronix?
Mm.
Alrighty.
Azrael, you can do whatever you want. Azrael's pleased as punch.
Alright, I make it look like something that'd be normal that they would see walking around town.
What do you make it? I'm curious.
What
do you think is normal in a city of eternal night ruled by vampires and elves? If you were a vampire, what would you ride? What is your ride?
The vampires don't ride anything because they can just turn into a bat and fly.
Exactly. So what would the drow ride?
I don't know much about drow.
What would an orc ride?
An orc would ride a wolf.
Okay. Certainly an option. Or you could just make it, a Mimiron's head. No! I mean,
Ashes
only
of Alar.
only Kozlo can do that.
Oh no, easy, invincible. Boom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. A skeletal warhorse.
Sure.
And slightly less grotesque.
Is a skeleton horse any better than a corpse hound?
The corpse hound has a lot of like fleshy, writhy bits, and then the horse is just, it's all about the presentation. Yeah, if you put a McDonald's hamburger on a silver platter, is it fancier?
I mean, they served it in the White House, right?
Did they? Oh no. All right. You are pulled out of Duke Taelus's lair with the corpse hound lashed to your coffin cart. The suspension could probably use a little work, Kozlo, but work in progress. You guys rumble your way with the mirror strapped to the top of your coffin carriage.
In a magic circle.
In a magic circle. Down
against
the
undead.
God. Down the treacherous mountainous paths of the spires of Maginox. Rumble, rumble, rumble. 4 bruised butts and a very excited corpse hound later. You all arrive at the edge of the city, ready to go back to Kozlo's den. One moment, please. Your corpse hound remains outside, and will go wherever you tell it to. But for now, looks like a skeletal warhorse, or at least some sort of horse-like shade, and blends in with its surroundings. As you reach...
We're in the wrong Kozlo's den,
Oh,
by the
wrong
way.
Kozlo's den. Burp. Not the ghost one.
Whoa! Music is better than the other one.
Hey! Back in the real Kozlo's den, where your corpse hound is sent on its way. He will not cause any sort of trouble. And Kozlo's den is once again open to you.
I will not cause any trouble. I mean, just hanging outside, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, cool.
Just
Perfect.
curled up in a corner.
What have we done with the cart/mirror?
It's also outside unless you have another use for it.
We should probably bring at least the mirror in and lock it somewhere.
All right.
Should we call Lena once we're actually in Maginox proper? To like,
I asked
Hey.
about that.
Your ghost will rejoin you once you are in Maginox.
so we'll call Lena and tell her we have very special cargo that will probably need immediate stashing.
I call out my fart cloud.
Your fart.
I named it Fart. Don't you remember? I named it Fart way back in the day.
It's
Coslow
Tilly.
Coslow named his Beatrice.
No, I asked mine her name, and
It's
she said it
Beatrice.
was Beatrice.
I named mine Fart. Don't care. Hey, what's up, Fart? Can you call Lena for us? Thanks.
Yep, right away. Your fart disappears.
So disrespectful.
It may take a moment, so if you wish to get situated.
I feel like we don't want to like leave it, right? Like we want to like stay near our cart thing.
That's
You guys-
probably a good idea.
Hang out with the mirror? Fair. That's a good idea.
You put us out in the mean streets of Maginox.
The mean streets of Maginox.
We phone ahead, right? Like we're like getting ready, like we call for the pizza
Yeah.
ahead of time before we get back to the house.
Yeah, like
I think we would have wanted to have this conversation like on our way back.
Sure.
as
I'm
soon as we were eligible.
gonna put you in the streets of Maginox, actually.
This is the ethereal streets of Maginox.
God damn it! Literally
Grabella would
every
definitely-
wrong streets of Maginox.
Grabella would definitely want to make sure that the bones of the Genasi possibly go with her. She wouldn't leave them.
I'm gonna put you back in Coslow's den, actually.
We can wait at the door. We'll wait at the door. We can see the Uber outside. It's fine.
Alright. You will call Lena. And Tilly takes off in search for her important boss. And after about 5-10 minutes or so, Lena materializes. Let's see, I'm gonna give her her distortion effect. Bloop. Full in body as opposed to the will-o'-the-wisp that she's appeared at previously. She greets you at the entrance to Coslow's den. Ah, Tilly sent for me.
Sup, Lena? So, took care of that thing, but then another thing popped up. Need your help.
Now
It's
it's
outside.
It's good to see you all hale and whole. First things first, are you all right?
We're
Yeah.
well, I was about to
Physically,
say
yes,
alive, but we're not.
mentally teetering.
I got nibbled on a little bit.
What? Tugam, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Anyway.
I've only got one personality that I have to suffer with Azrael. I don't get to just like rotate him through when I'm feeling sad.
Well, that's really more of a compelling reason for your one personality to be, I don't know, a little more amiable, I suppose.
Well, Tilly had come for me with some haste, and I have to say I'm excited to announce that I've prepared your payment in anticipation of your victory.
Oh, I'm sure Coslow will be elated.
Yep.
But first, Lena, we need to stash our lovely new carriage and its cargo somewhere away from prying eyes where we can discuss what we found.
Yes, of course, with some discretion. She kind of tilts her head at the mirror.
Yep,
Technically, she couldn't see this mirror. She just sees a giant
she just
square
look-
thing under a cloth, right?
She just tilts her head at it.
it is bundled, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. We got the coffin, we got the mirror, we got the bones. There's a bunch of stuff going on.
We got a
I'm
vampire
just
kobold
saying,
in a
I'm
jar.
just saying, theoretically, when she sees everything there, she doesn't know that that is a mirror, right? She just knows that it's something bundled and large.
She just makes kind of a very even face. Whatever you have there, I cannot transport across the realm.
Is there a safe house or somewhere we can discuss privately?
Let's
With that-
put it here. The realm that borders this one, at least Koslow's ethereal den, will offer some semblance of privacy.
Oh, we could. Is there a vault in here in the real world?
There is. We can
Well,
put
that's
it in
Man, to
here.
check that.
We should put it in there.
She nods. That would certainly keep it safe. He says, I'll see to getting it unlocked.
Perfect.
Should we take the mirror down? Suppose?
She said she was going to take care of it.
I thought she was going
She
to
was gonna
unlock
get
the
it
vault.
unlocked.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
gonna
we need to
unlock the
bring
vault. Yeah, she says, you both bring it in, but carefully. And I'll meet you inside the vault.
Grabella will
Not
do
it.
her thing. She's feeling feisty.
Grabella-
Going downstairs
As
is
somebody who had
easy.
no interested in the bringing the mirror to begin with, I'm definitely not helping.
Grabella
Koslow's
hefted again.
Before
Koslo?
she grabs the mirror, she is gonna like carefully wrap up the bones and put them in her bag to bring down with her.
Did we fire Kazi?
Yeah, whoa, what's going on? What the shit? There's a purple barmaid. Kaz is in here. What happened?
Tugum behind the bar is not Kaz, but one of the Goliath barmaids. Or excuse me, one of the Goliath women who normally tend to the back of the house and do most of the cooking. Hello, love.
I need your largest, strongest drink, please.
Of course. Right
Kaz,
away. She begins shaking at multiple alcohols.
Perhaps we should clear this area out, maybe offer everyone a
Yep.
free hour in the VIP section.
Hey everyone, VIP section is open to all. Right this way.
Whoa! Oh my god! Wow, that's incredible!
Yeah, there's only like 4 people in this bar, right?
Yeah, but they're 4 sketchy dudes.
Kaso like walks up to the dancer and is like,
Just keep them drunk, huh?
Anything you say, boss. Hey!
Azrael approaches the barmaid. Oh, I think they're going to need drinks in there.
Alright, hold on, let me get these dudes in there. Yes, right this way. VIP hour. Alright, yeah, I love VIP hour. Woohoo!
Yep, that's totally a thing that we've done more than just this once.
Look, we're not entirely dumb, but we're not really we're pretty conspicuous.
Alright, Azrael, what are you doing?
Just suggesting to the barmaids that they need to go serve the VIP lounge now that the main bar is empty.
Yep, we're moving everything to the VIP lounge for tonight.
Oh, alright.
Which means basically it's gonna be much more cramped than it usually is.
That's a lot of fucking people in that fucking bar.
Don't ask, just it's what I pay you for, probably.
But also better margins, right? Because you get to charge more for the VIP lounge, like bottle service.
That is pretty fucking crowded. And they take off.
Okay, now we bring the mirror down.
yeah, I think from memory, there's a way to get there through down here also.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Eleanor sits in the corner, her hands folded on her lap.
She's fine. We're cool with Eleanor.
All right, Grabella, bring the mirror through. It's on your back. Eleanor watches you quietly. Oh dear. Careful with that, girlie.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention for a second. Where did we go?
We
follow
went behind the
Grabella.
bar.
Grabella is taking the mirror away from the line of sight of the patrons, which is actually incredibly smart. Grabella, no! Open the door, Grabella!
I'm having trouble. My cat is not very helpful. There we go. She'll set it up carefully in here.
Nope. Keep coming, Grabella.
Oh, gee. Oh my god, there's so many.
You
Why
see
do
the
you have
vault?
so many doors?
That's a really good question, actually, that I don't know if anybody has a good answer for.
I didn't build the place.
We're just gonna put it in there when Lena opens the vault. That we've never been inside. It's really exciting.
Let me in! Let me in!
The door snaps. Come in. Oh, I gotta give Lena vision. Hang on. Hurry!
Oh my god, I've had all this gold this whole time?
Well,
We really need to invest in lighting in here.
No, Kazo, buy some fucking light bulbs.
well, okay,
Yeah,
but to be
can't see
fair, I
anything.
don't normally hold meetings in your vault.
I can't see anything for some reason.
It's dark. Oh,
has
right.
the
I got
Your
goggles.
goggles. I need
Here,
to set
Azrael will turn on some dim light.
Okay, there we go. All right, place that horrible thing in the corner. She points at Grabella, or anywhere in the corner. Anywhere.
Puts it down.
All right. Azrael, you're making light.
Yeah. We're doing our normal, like our usual weird energy moonlight.
First things first, do you want to discuss what you saw within Duke Taelus's lair? Or do you want the payment up front?
Want the payment? I don't need the therapy session.
Well, what's the payment?
Lena tosses you a fat sack of gold.
Hell yeah!
I'll take that, thank you.
There is a total of 2,000 gold in there.
I did all the work for the killing. I'll take the loot, thank you.
I don't think so, buddy.
There's your payment for at least the slaying of a vampire duke. Well done. A thorn in my side, to be sure. But I know you didn't do it entirely for my own satisfaction. Tell me, what did you find within the duke's lair?
Well, we found Puppy.
Grabella's gonna slowly start putting down the armor and the bones on the floor.
We also found these things and that. Azrael points to the mirror. Apparently, it is the trapped spirit or something like a spirit of Narcissa Soulblight.
Lena stops. She slowly turns at you.
Whom the Duke was trying to release.
Grabella is gonna hand her her skull.
I think this is her head.
Lena's eyes go very wide as she stares down at the skull, and she actually takes a step backwards, lifting her hands, not wanting to touch it.
So as Lena does that to him, goes, for the record, Lena was not on board with bringing the mirror / the skull here. They wanted to do it. Don't count me in with that. Thank you.
Well, I'm not leaving the skull with her body, so it could be reattached. I thought that was the decision we made.
Or, the mirror for any random lackey of Duke Taelus to take and continue his work.
But don't you remember she said that Duke has been trying forever to do it and he couldn't? Don't think some random lackey's gonna all of a sudden magically fix it.
Yes, but to be completely fair, Duke Taelus was kind of an idiot.
Also, there's the way more smarter people in the world.
I mean, we literally lit him on fire and,
Because
slowed him,
I kept him slow. He wasn't slow in real life. He was just mentally slow because I made him that way.
Right, the point I'm trying to make, Tugum, is we kicked his ass.
Yeah, we did.
We, like us, we're not
Yeah.
very good at these things. so he couldn't have been that badass.
He did. Oh no, wait, it was the other things that chopped you in half there once.
That's true. He didn't even do anything.
Lena appears to swallow heavily, and her hands begin to tremble. What you have there, my brave and furious companions, is indeed the skull of Narcissa Soulblight.
Yeah.
However, Narcissa was a lich. And we have a lot to discuss.
Yeah. There were also like a bunch of other bodies with runes.
She points to the bones.
They were different than these. There was what was there, Azrael? There was the mirrors with the spirit, and then the mummy and
a mummy and a vampire.
Yeah.
There was also a small human.
Yeah, a bunch of hands, but those are dead.
We didn't know how to help them, or if we should, so we left them. They seemed less dangerous.
This one I brought because well, it's a genasi, like me.
That is quite a lot, Lena says. But
Yeah.
now you've, well, brought the lion into our lair, so to speak. Narcissa was bound to a separate demiplane. She was deemed too corrupted, too irredeemable to be returned to Arctis once her life was complete. And thus, in order to separate her from the cycle of existence, she had already bound herself as a lich, her soul broken in twain into multiple phylacteries. But in order to avoid returning her to Arctis and bringing more harm upon the world, part of her being was placed within a separate plane, kept separate from her rune-cursed body. But now we see the mirror, the window to that plane that you've brought here, and her skull. Duke Taelus was trying to resurrect this lich, and I am thankful that he was not successful. And that is where we will stop today's session. You guys have fun?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Brought
made
back.
a sick chariot.
You made a coffin chariot with 6 flames. You brought back this mirror down out of Duke Taelus's lair, and cool. You brought back a lich.
I just want to say that I'm big regretting the fact that Grabella didn't shove me into the mirror earlier.
If honestly, it would have been a way to go. It would have been an impressive way to go.
I'm not so sure that I would have died, to be honest with you.
I mean,
there's all sorts of things that could happen.
Oh, there
you
are
just had
things
to
that
say
are
the
worse
M
than
word.
death. Yeah.
You
like
just had
pain
to say
and
the M
pleasure
word one
can
more
be-
time.
pain and pleasure can really be, just on the opposite side of the razor's edge.
100%, I 100% agree. And also, there's a big, as we found out very early before Grabella joined, I'm a big fuck around and find out guy.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
don't know,
is true.
It's a big like buyer's remorse right now of like, damn.
I mean, it's not too late. You can always just dive through that fucking mirror if you want.
It's true.
Yeah,
What's like the male version of a concubine? Is there a name? For that?
Incubus.
Incubus?
No, that's
the male version of a
Wait,
succubus.
no, wait.
Yeah.
A
I think it's
concubine.
just concubine.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
think
it's-
concubine is a gender
It's not. It's
term.
not.
No,
a
it's
masculine
not.
feminine thing.
Nah.
Oh man, I could have been Narcissus like concubine or something.
that's a bold assumption, but yeah. Like
I mean,
certainly a minion, yes.
Probably a thrall more than a concubine.
Maybe like a court jester, work my way up,
Or a footstool, you know, there's so many options.
or I just
Oh,
get
you
Yeah,
could have been her
footstool.
new hat.
Probably. Maybe a necklace.
I'm just picturing like who's the guy from Dracula, the guy who eats like the flies and shit because he wants to be God, what is just like the crazy guy.
Oomst. Oomst.
I'm looking at it.
The crazy
Renfield.
guy.
Renfield.
I want to be like Uncle Fester in Addams Family Values when he marries the chick who's out to murder him,
Oh, that's also a good reference.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
the Black Widow.
I mean, you all can absolutely pledge fealty to the Lich. Totally fine.
We don't do this whole pledging fealty thing well to begin with.
We've
Christina.
literally like. It's honestly amazing we haven't turned on Lena at this
Yeah.
point.
You're just kind of like working your way up the corporate corruption ladder. Like, oh, okay, what's going to be even worse than, I don't know, working for these vampires?
To be fair, though, like we were doing that, and then Grabella joined, and now Grabella's all about saving people and being nice, and sort of like
Ew,
not fitting with
conscience.
the no
Ugh.
conscience.
To be fair, Azrael suggested that we should save the people in the graveyard, and we sort
This
of
is
saved
true.
one of them.
Yeah.
Azrael's-
Grabella can be motivated. It's just got to be by the right thing.
Azrael's just not going to push really hard on the moral compass of the party, because they're well aware that one doesn't exist. Grabella hasn't learned this yet.
Yeah. And yeah, no, I have Grabella as chaotic neutral. You just have to find out what she wants and what she would do for it. And make her believe you.
Azrael got puppy, so like the entire character motivation of Azrael has been fulfilled now. So whatever you guys want to do from here on out.
Ezreal's like, yes, got dog. Now free to pursue other quest lines.
Doesn't matter, got dog.
I'm on that weird situation of like I want to just like embrace every like initial feeling that I have and just like go with it, but also that like I do need people like Kozlo and Ezra to like reel me in for like not going off the rails for my first session.
The problem is, I don't think Kozlo or Azrael are really the people that are going to... I feel like I'm straining to reel you in with Azrael, because I'm like, I don't know if Azrael really cares that much about Tugum's well-being, or anybody's.
It's definitely like Kozlo. I have difficulty with it with Kozlo also, just because like he's literally ADD incarnate. Like he looks away from you and he's already forgotten that you're doing something he doesn't want you to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes for a very, very interesting dynamic where we repeatedly end up doing dumb things like sounding war gongs right outside of the kobold lair we're about to try to sneak into.
Uh,
But it makes for a very entertaining session.
Listen, I do things like that, and like, yeah, it doesn't give us the surprise attacks, because as evidenced by our two frontline characters that we've had, surprise attacks seem to be, oh, I'm just gonna walk in.
We did two.
It
We
did
did
succeed.
two very good ones with the Minotaurs.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
We're a team that's slowly learning. It's actually character progression,
it is
character development.
character development. Wow.
I feel like we're a team that works pretty seamlessly well, just unspoken. We don't need comms. We don't need voice chat.
As
we
soon
just-
as any of
everybody-
us opens our mouths, it goes to shit.
Everybody
Well,
just
like
knows how to
Grabella-
press their buttons. It's fine.
Grabella tried to do like soldier hand movements because it's like her background when
Yeah.
we went to Taelus, and I think Azrael was like, "Fight now, cool."
I think Azrael specifically said like, I don't understand. Is that a butterfly? Like,
Yeah.
There's a butterfly in there.
I clearly didn't understand, and then next thing I know, oh, Grabella's charmed by the way, roll for initiative, and you're just like, oh, this is just like when Dreon tried to attack him, and everybody rolled like a -4.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, but we took care of the Minotaurs. Like, I think we would have been fine the first fight against Duke Taelus if y'all had literally let Azrael get murdered.
I didn't even get a turn. I literally rolled so low in initiative that I got to do 0 things.
Yeah, you barely get to lift your eyebrows. You're like, huh?
By the time Kozlo's initiative was about to come around, I was like, well, the literal only thing left for him to do is run like hell.
Sometimes Christina just almost maxes out her D12s on a crit. And, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, relax, Toll the Dead.
Yeah, relax. Toll the Dead Master. We can all have our high roll of the session.
I have a lot to make up for there. That was a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Also true.
That was like almost 60 damage in one hit. At level, like, we were 3, 4?
I bet you were 4, yeah. Level
I
4.
do have to go to bed, though, because I'm working like 12-hour shifts, and it's hot outside now.
All right, you guys are
That's
free
tough.
from my clutches. I will see you next Monday.
Oh, yeah.
All right, good night, everybody.
See it.
All right, and that is it for Kaamos today. Thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. If you're checking out the stream for the first time, and you want to check out the VODs, check us out on YouTube. We're a small channel, so all your follows are super duper appreciated. Follow us on Twitter. Watch us here on Twitch. Great session. Yeah, and these guys have money, and they are going to spend it next session, too. I've got some pretty cool merchants set up for them, where they can choose to buy a very cool host of stuff. So we'll see how they wish to progress now that they've discovered some of the intentions behind this vampire duke. Thanks for watching, Nukiyoshi, thank you. 2020 site, thank you. Yeah, spending loot's always the fun part. Yeah, now that Tugum, well, he has the 2,000 gold for the party, and I put out a nice spread of items for everybody. So there's some like weapons, there's some armor, there's some potions, so they can like pick and choose. So we'll see what upgrades they choose for next session. I'm actually kind of curious. There's also a couple things where they can like save up their money, and they're really cool magical items. But we'll save the exact specifics for next session. And sometimes I like a good shopping session while they figure out what to do with this cursed mirror and housing the trapped split soul of a lich. Ooh. I think finally the Kaamos crew have bit off more than they can chew, quite literally. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you for Ascended on Wednesday. Have a good night.